put your head down and just tunnel vision. You get what I'm saying? Because we all get it, and if you ain't built for it, you have to get out the way. And if you really built for it, then you have to have alligator skin.
Right. So let's talk on say, right? So you said you went to a stage where on a stage, but you wasn't saying it, and you got good feedback. So what made you go back to saying it?
It wasn't to be itself.
It wasn't that I got good feedback. I didn't get no good feedback. I lost everything, and at the same time, it's not even about that. I just wasn't myself. I wasn't myself. Like we haven't talked about Baby's album yet. Yo, I'll be real. Yo, people say it's trash, but it's not trash. It's not trash. And okay. I fuck with it. It's not trash.
The deluxe is hard, and the original album fell short of what we expected.
Okay.
So he bought the deluxe out and put some real wham in there for us. Like, all right, cool.
I was terrified when I heard that.
We hate about MAGA politics. Did you guys see this video of Republican Senator Deb Fischer's husband refusing to shake Kamala Harris's hand during Fischer's swearing-in ceremony earlier this week?
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, sure.
Okay. That makes a little bit. There you go. Thank you so much.
Hey guy, what are you so mad about? Your wife was just sworn in as senator. She won her election. Trump won the election. Again, what are you so mad about? This entire MAGA movement continues to be built entirely on phony outrage. So damn pathetic.
Interview, Baby said, yo, this album, Wham, this is for the streets. The next album I'm going to drop, it's going to be more so like introspective, me telling my real feelings, be more experimental. If this one was for the streets, nigga, then like you drastically underperformed. And if the next album ain't going to be like what we want to hear from you, which is the street shit, right, your career is pretty much over with at this point, right? The later half of the album had way more of them street songs. Yeah. They were way better. To me, the highlight of the album straight up is the fucking features.
Just trying to explain himself right now on live. What happened with him?
He can't explain himself. Listen, I got a call. They say, Wack, dude, them say you a racist when you come in out of a conversation. I said, racist against who? He said, that's things. I said, yeah, I come in out of conversation because I'm not a fucking racist against business, right?
Yeah.
So, I drive 2 hours, fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I go in there. Remember, I don't know this. I go in there. It's all love. I had a conversation. Y'all see, I run his numbers up 3 hours, right? Finish you down at 15,000, 16,000 on the count. It's all love. He shake my hand and everything is cool and all love. Now, I don't know. All right, so here's what I'm worried from. So when you say, yo, this one was for the streets, and the streets are saying, this ain't what we want from you, and then your next album you're saying is going to be experimental, introspective, talking about my feelings, it sounds like a perfect setup to like,
Yo, chat, I kid you not, man. I love y'all so much. I went to Jamaica. First vacation. Obviously, me and Vibes Cartel was having conversations about, eventually linking up. They had offered, like, yo, you want to do an interview? Because he was doing interviews. And I was like, no, I want to do it in person. I didn't want to do it on Zoom because obviously it's Travis Porter song. You think of 2010. Okay, he didn't. In my opinion, he didn't flop. In the bio, you see "Shop That Motel." It was labeled because let me tell you this, and I don't know how to help you find it. This ain't got nothing to do with Gunna. This ain't got. This is something that people are looking within you for, whether it's growth, whether it's evolution, whether it's maturity in terms of what you're rapping about, or whether it's clarity about what you've been through that they're not getting. That's just the reality about it. If you listen to the album, you're going to see Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber, probably one of the better tracks on there, and it's because we get a thug verse. Okay? We're not seeing Lil Baby and his growth be the thing that keeps us here. Now, this is why I'm going to give credit to his label. Because let me tell you this, and with all due respect, and again, remember, I'm telling you, I'm taking out all the personal shit. Anything I'm saying about Lil Baby right now is say about another artist. This shit was a horse and pony show. They spent a shit ton of money in marketing trying to make this shit look good. This album wasn't a 100K album. That's a fact. I don't care what it sold. Okay? This album, I believe, is on pace to sell like 130, 140,000 first week. The reality of it is that this album should have probably sold over 100K. Now, I can show you a million things that the labels did, but I want to give credit to the label because when the label prioritizes you, you never flop. Let me tell you this. When an artist truly flops, there's a breakdown between that artist and expectation and the label. QC, no, they can't let Big. Let me tell you some of these things. Somebody hit me up. Look at this. Somebody hit me up and said, Act. Oh, you get the QC back. They said, yo, QC got a whole thing that they're running with you. And but let me just show you. So there's a page impersonating me on TikTok. It's called Akademiks Rap, okay? So you go to TikTok.com, Akademiks. This ain't me. It ain't me, okay? Now, first and foremost, I just want to say this whole page ain't me. Second of all, once you look in the bio, you see shop.motown. Let's click on it real quick. So you're about to go to a link. Let's open it anyway. It goes to Lil Baby's album, okay? I just want to tell you the type of trickery like labels got going on, and this is why I tell you, when I tell you about me taxing these niggas, they deserve to be taxed. Because when they can't get you to come out and start loving their artists for whatever reason, they'll fixate and make some fake shit. They're using a fake page, okay? TikTok, holla at me. Let's get this page down immediately. But it's called Akademiks Rap. This ain't mine. I don't control it. And in the bio is Lil Baby's album. If you go look at the post, let's look at the post. Got baby. Look at this. Look, all of it goes to and again, I'm definitely not mad at it because this is good promotion. But I do want to see, there's like 15 Lil Baby like fan page, not like fan pages, like fans on Twitter who are like tweaking out. My nigga, what I'm telling you, again, I could never be bought. I don't like this album. This album it doesn't restore no feeling for me. I'm a Lil Baby fan. But Lil Baby gave me nothing for me to feel like Lil Baby's still the guy. Lil Baby feels like an asteroid that's descending to the earth. No matter how fast you think it's descending, that's up to you. But it's not hovering. It's clearly descending. That's my thing, and that's my problem with the entire thing, okay? So, I'm looking at this project, and they did all the trickery, and I see all the marketing dollars being spent, and that's no fault of Lil Baby himself. It's supposed to be spent. I'm a big artist. Spend the money. But what this told me is that for all y'all people that want to have a qualitative, discussion, and this is why the game loves when I'm not here, because y'all can have these bullshit ass discussions that ignore the actual points. Lil Baby's label spent a bag to make sure the first week sales are good. Now, let's focus. Okay, he didn't, in my opinion, he didn't flop. However, it didn't fix the problem. You put a Band-Aid over a goddamn broken leg. So what are we going to do? The problem here is, and I'm going to say this now, I don't care if nobody likes it or not, Lil Baby has to show us that he's still the guy through music. What he's doing now is, we don't want to see you with Thug. Sorry. We don't want to see you with Thug in future. We want to see you stand on your own. That's the reality of it. We want you to stand on your own. I'm not seeing that. And at least currently, I'm looking at everything happening. And, this album, for me, at least at this point, is not my favorite. I don't like it. So, I think it's working numbers-wise, but I don't like it. Okay? So, yeah, if you guys fuck with it, again, I don't want to really, change our opinion about it. There's nothing personal about it. I'll give y'all a more qualitative discussion about Lil Baby. Here's the problem. Lil Baby is at the point where, and I've said this to many musicians before, your music could become dated and old. You see, these days, everybody wearing these big-ass pants, like these little bell-bottom pants are extra big. 3-4 years ago, niggas was wearing pants that were skin tight. Why am I bringing that up? Because music is kind of like styles. It's like fashion. And what happens, and one of the hardest things for most artists, is to stay fashionable through their music and stay trendy through their styles musically over time as people leave certain things in the past, right? When you hear a Travis Porter song, you think of 2010. When you hear a Fetty Wap, you think of 2014. You hear a Waka Flocka, you think of a certain time. Time is undefeated. So what's happening to Lil Baby is that his flow is very distinct. He could rap. Motherfucker rap like a motherfucker. I like his rapping. But what happened is that, and a lot of y'all fans don't realize it, you have mentally put Lil Baby's peak at 2020. So all that My Turn stuff, mentally, you've put that as his peak. Somehow, he has to convince you that has another peak. Because otherwise, when you hear his music, it's not me. And this is why I didn't comment on his album for like 10 days. You know why? Because whether it's, I don't know if it's, if it's label or anybody else, they think that I'm the one driving the narrative. I'm not saying nothing that fans ain't saying. But I'm the person who's going to give an explanation to what fans are feeling. I never, number one, anybody there think I could brainwash y'all? I can't. I only just say the obvious, right? But some people feel like it's me. Oh, no, Ak, you're the reason why they don't like this. That's not the truth at all. The reality is that when people hear Lil Baby's music, they think of a different era. 4 years in rap time is a long time. And when you hear him these days, people are looking for reasons to either say, damn, that shit's not cool no more, or that shit's old. That's the problem. You get what I'm saying? Again, I'm never the one to say that someone's peak is over. Here's the reason why. Because the artist could always prove me wrong. I don't make the records with them. Now, I will say to Lil Baby and a lot of artists like Lil Baby, and this is now constructive criticism. I think people like Lil Baby, sometimes they don't see what I see. So what I see is the current conversation. What they see is the club. When you go to the club and you get booked at whatever club, Club Live or whatever the case is, you're a Lil Baby. No one's going to tell you that, yeah, we like singing Shout My Label, That's Me. But that's 6 years ago. You're not going to get that feeling. So when I'm telling you the current feeling that people are saying you're making the same song, you have no substance. Some people are saying that your raps are no longer relatable. Some people feel like they're having what's called a listener's fatigue. You're gonna look at like, what are you talking about? I just went to the club and I picked up $80,000 and they love me. What are you talking about? But this is why I'm not that liked, right? So anyway, if you ask me, this album's not good. This album's not good, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to jump out the window and call it very bad, but it's not good. And for me personally, I have gauged my expectations on Lil Baby. I don't think Lil Baby is in the position or the place right now to be giving us the hottest material that will be dictating the new or hotness for the next couple months. Okay. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. So that's my opinion. And by the way, here's the thing too. I'm also not mad at his label. His label did an amazing job marketing. Okay. Yo, I knew his label was spending the bag. Nigga, they paid a Canadian blog. Shout out to
going
Keith
to run
6000.
like Wayne was me having some, hoping to see history be made again.
The reality of the fact is this. This new album, it lacks so many things. It lacks originality. It lacks a cohesive message that he promised in interviews. It lacks soul. It lacks all of the things that we thought he was going to bring. It's a weak album. It's an album propped up by features. This is DJ Khaled. It's a DJ Khaled album, except you got Khaled rapping this time. And that's Lil Baby. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So I don't know if y'all want me to tell y'all different, but it is what it is. It's not that good of an album. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Lil Baby, if he's going to be honest with himself, and if he gets mad at this, me and him, we talked on the phone. He got my number. We could text each other. He texted me not too long ago. But I'm going to be honest with music. I'm taking all personal shit out of it. I'm being honest with music. I think Lil Baby should be in a finding himself period. Because there's something that people are looking for you from that they're not getting. I don't know how to help you find it. This ain't got nothing to do with Gunna. This is something that people are looking within you for, whether it's growth, whether it's evolution, whether it's maturity in terms of what you're rapping about, or whether it's clarity about what you've been through that they're not getting. That's just the reality about it. If you listen to the album, you're going to see Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber, probably one of the better tracks on there, and it's because we get a Thug verse. Okay? We're not seeing Lil Baby and his growth be the thing that keeps us here. Now, this is why I'm going to give credit to his label. Because let me tell you this, and with all due respect to him, again, remember, I'm telling you, I'm taking out all the personal shit. Anything I'm saying about Lil Baby right now is say about another artist. This shit was a horse and pony show. They spent a shit ton of money in marketing trying to make this shit look good. This album wasn't a 100K album. That's a fact. I don't care what it sold. Okay? This album, I believe, is on pace to sell like 130, 140,000 first week. The reality of it is that this album should have probably sold over 100K. Now, I could show you a million things that the labels did, but I want to give credit to the label because when the label prioritizes you, you never flop. Let me tell you this. When an artist truly flops, there's a breakdown between that artist and expectation and the label. QC, no, they can't let Baby flop. Let me tell you some of these things. Somebody hit me up. Look at this. Somebody hit me up and said, Ak, oh, you getting the QC back? I'm like, what are you talking about? They said, yo, QC got a whole thing that they're running with you, but let me just show you. So there's a page impersonating me on TikTok. It's called Akademiks Rap, okay? So you go to tiktok.com, Akademiks. This ain't me. It ain't me.
I ran into my Toronto guys, and I got to say this, man, and listen, clip it, put it, every Toronto page. Let me tell you this. The realest nigga I know in Canada, his name is Bundog. That's a fact. There's no add or subtraction need to put on that. Realest nigga, period. That nigga is, somebody who, and if you don't know who that is, that's Pressa's brother. I was out there with Pressa, top 5, but Bundog is a real nigga, man. And watching the respect that he got from like people from our country and how everybody treated him and how he carried himself and how that's one of the realest dudes I've met. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Bundog is one of them guys. Pressa, of course, I love Pressa. Like Pressa is my guy. Amazing artist. Also a real nigga as well. And of course, top 5. Whatever you see with top 5 online, same way. Top 5 is a movie. But I definitely, like, my takeaway when I left, I said, man, Bundog is a guy who I've seen him get so much respect from everybody who interacted with him. Not even if they only knew him now or if they knew him from back in the day. You know what I mean? From whatever garrison we was in, from Popcorn to he moved a certain way, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Bundog, one of those few people who I could be like, yo, I'll go anywhere with that nigga. That nigga official. Facts. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not gonna lie, my Toronto niggas out there, they represented perfectly.
They all showed out, all looking, you know what I mean, wealthy and rich, doing their thing, moving around like gangsters, getting respect. Everybody was showing them love. I want to shout out to all my Toronto people. And by the way, you know, it's the first time I'm at top 5. No, I met Boondog and Press a bunch of times. But everybody I met from Toronto, man, amazing out there, man. Amazing. I got a vlog and an interview with Vibes Cartel coming soon, and that hopefully, you know, that energy will be communicated when you guys do see it. Okay. So, yo, I had a good time out there with them, man. Yo, top 5 Boondog and Presser. By the way, shout out to Popcorn, man. Yo, I'm telling you, I had such a good time. I just, hey, listen, Friday, Boondog, realistic, one of the realest niggas I've ever met. 100%. That guy right there, if he said
This
it,
has
it's
absolutely nothing to do with the story we was just talking about old boy who jumped out and got cracking over there in New Orleans. One don't got nothing to do with the other, big dog. One don't got nothing to do with the other. This one, the police are believing may be an act of gang violence or retaliation due to
gone. So I'm ready, nigga, with these millions, getting at you bitch niggas. You don't deserve it anyway. You ain't out that dead anyway.
So, let's get to the picture. Okay? All right. So, an individual, and you know, I've been seeing, there's so much topics to even discuss. And by the way, I see somebody say, yo, this better not be like a 4-hour stream. So, definitely, I don't care if I'm drunk and shit, we're gonna make it 6 hours. Okay, so, let's see if we can get to the shit. So essentially, one second, sorry, I'm trying to put it there. So what ended up happening is that there was a guy, his name's Chris, that he put out some DMs to Drake. Now let me see if I can find the DM, right? Now, the DM was supposedly this that he put out, right? This is supposedly this guy named Chris. Now, let me explain this guy, Chris, to you. And by the way, we're going to call him, actually. We are going to call him. We're going to call him in a second. So, this guy, Chris, apparently is a friend of Javante Davis, or was a friend of Javante Davis. Now, Drake, you know, all these industry guys have some type of connection. Drake and his team knew this guy, and apparently this guy helped Drake get, like, signed boxing gloves and these other things. And the interesting thing, and I'm going to be very transparent, people. Y'all all know me. I'm super transparent. And by the way, I'm glad we're even in this situation, because one thing I should know about me, I don't lie, right? And this is why when I tweeted something out and I said source the boy, I usually don't even do that, because I know sometimes people, you know, for certain situations, I won't even put that he told me, just because, like, certain guys, like, I know the clout chasing method. They're like, they want Drake to answer to them, right? And Drake has told me that. He's like, yo, y'all clear it up for you, but, like, bro, yo, these guys just want a back and forth with me. So if you could clear it up, but just, if you can, don't, like, just throw my name in the mix, because these guys are clout chasing off of me, and they want, and, like, he said that, you know me, I always keep it. He said that for, like, Elliot one time. Like, remember when Elliot said that he talked to somebody that said that Drake and Future
Wait. Yeah. Blood, calm down, man. Why don't run shit here, man? We don't give a fuck what you know or who you know about none of that. Global TV, whoever, Access Media, whoever you was, nigga talking all that weird shit. You ain't even had nothing to do with the situation. You feel me? You's a puppy lapdog, nigga. The nigga wack100 told you, oh, hold on, Blood, I got him. And you shut the fuck up for a good 15 minutes until wack100 told you, no, defend yourself, nigga. If you got something to say something. You like, oh, okay, run it then. Come on, old nigga. Like, nigga, you a hoe, nigga. Or maybe not. Maybe you just can follow directions good as a motherfucker, like a lapdog. Either way it go, that's the way you look on screen, homeboy. You feel me? I ain't feeling the energy. Let me just say that. I ain't feeling the energy. Salute the dog face. He stood on business. It backfired on them niggas. You feel me? Especially seeing as how he was smart enough to keep the conversation that you niggas had. So you niggas couldn't lie your way out of this shit. You feel me? There's no way to lie your way out of this shit, homeboy. There's plenty of clips everywhere. You dig? So, the exposers have been exposed. By the way, if you expose something, ain't you snitching? You niggas hate snitches, right? Right? Y'all calling everybody snitches. Everybody working with the police and this and that and other. But if loose cannon ass don't go to jail, he a police officer.
So much deflection. Look, when you're a master manipulator, you got to know the right amount of deflection to use to make it palatable, to make us believe you. There was every other sentence was another sort of deflection.
I make the decision not to respond. You know why? If I respond, Adam, who responds? You've been around my team long enough to know they disciplined. They ain't finna do shit unless I do some shit, right? I'm like, okay, I see who you are. I'm not saying I ain't tell myself I'm gonna fuck your ass up, just not right here, right? I ain't trying to hear what you saying. Lou says, so you came up here for content, right? He says, well, however you want to put it, cuz.
How'd they come up here for content when they didn't have anybody filming?
You're missing the point. That ain't what that mean.
What's
right?
the content then?
That ain't, look, content means you can have a camera or your ass can be content, right? Right? He says back to Luce, whatever, cuz, how you want to put it. On gangster. Lou says, nigga, this on neighborhood. Okay, in this jungle, Adam, anything gangster crip, anything neighborhood crip is automatically enemies.
I heard.
Guess what?
We had a whole cigarette thing here.
Now guess what? That's crip situation going on, right? I'm a power root. It's two men. So what do? I take a step back. That point in time, because if I get in the middle of it and one of them swing.
Wait. Yeah. Blood
burning.
Nigga, you still have nightmares about Rose Smoke.
With the fires burning out.
You still have nightmares about Rose Smoke.
Hold on.
Who are you?
Okay, Bosco, go.
With the wildfires
No, you
burning,
won't.
bitch.
Okay, Bosco.
With the wildfires burning, I
You
still
bitch ass nigga.
violate you. I'll violate you.
Are y'all trying to get to the content or
You
what?
don't have third-degree
Let's
burns
get to the
in your
content.
asshole.
All right, let's get to the content.
Nigga
I'm done
had
trolling this
third-degree
nigga.
burns in your asshole, bitch-ass nigga, on God, blood. Whoever you
Okay, listen, Bosco.
Oh, God.
Stop.
Nigga,
Nobody
third-degree
believes you.
burns. Nigga, you had third-degree burns in your asshole.
Okay, Bosco.
Nigga, oh God.
Newsflash.
Hold
On Death of the Cloud Chaser.
I said that.
Yo.
Yes, I said that. Did he say that? Yes, I said it. On blood, I said that.
Yeah,
This has absolutely nothing to do with the story we was just talking about old boy who jumped out and got cracking over there in New Orleans. One don't got nothing to do with the other, big dog. One don't got nothing to do with the other. This one, the police are believing may be an act of gang violence or retaliation through two.
Try to line up dog face like that. That wasn't cool, huh? And lied about every fucking thing going on. Y'all niggas saw them videos, man. It's not our fault wack100 likes his tushy touched. You feel me? He likes his taint tangled, okay? You feel me? You saw the opening clips. Put it right there. Bang. That's what he likes to do. He likes women to Ooh, you feel me? So if that's what he like, that's what he like. That's why I don't understand why he gonna ask Dogface, is you part of the community? What you trying to say? Is he joining your community? Because you the one that like for your tushy to be tangled and stuff. And that's been an open record for like 2 years now. It's been on the open record for like 2 years, homeboy. So what you mean is you part of the community? And this and that other. I seen a video that's with Dogface saying he'll stick his fingers in whack 100. And this and that other. Homie, I mean, you like that shit though. You feel me? I mean, pause. But you like, that's what you like. You know what I mean? Fuck you, by the way, wack 100, man. What happened to that apology for Jay Diggs? I think Jay Diggs is still looking for that fade, and I think he still need an apology, man. You said a whole bunch of whole shit about that safety valve, man. Start talking about that man's life, family, his son. You said some weird shit about him and his son, and this and that and the other. And, I mean, just some shit you can't take back, man. So I suggest you go take that fade. Why you trying to create new ones, dog? You know what I'm saying? Because alliances can be made, man, and that's a deadly situation. Kind of like what you trying to do at the wack 100 side, man, with all them dick suckers across the screen, man. Especially that one that named Wano. Who was blood that said that about Wano, man? Wano ain't no stepper here, dog. He ain't no stepper. What you mean Wano this, Wano that? I'm starting to get irritated with the fact that motherfuckers is calling his name, man. You know, I think he believes he been brought home by CC them or something. You know what I mean? I think he's comfortable now that he's opened and established a relationship
through 2 street factions. Now, if you want to know what kind of car they slid off in, you're going to have to watch a different news program because, yeah, we know here at TNN Trap News Network, but we're not finna tell you what kind of car they slid off in. We're going to let the police do their jobs. I'm not here to put nobody in jail. I'm just here trying to give you some news you can use. Whatever. Jeff, I'm just saying what kind of car they drove off in really don't have no never mind really to my audience. It's all over CNN. I'm just saying. Sometimes what you do know is what you don't tell, and what you don't tell is about what you do know. You mind your own, you live long, Jeff. I'm just saying. But before we go into the next story, I want to give my condolences to the family, all 10 people who lost their lives, man. That wasn't cool. 3 men walked up, 30 shots, 10 people unalive, man. I do apologize to the family, and I am sending my love and my blessings. TNN Trap News Network. And I want to say here.
What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I have who I feel as though is a legend, a celebrity. My wife, my daughter, everybody is absolutely excited that whenever they get an opportunity to see your stuff or get to, look at a new clip of you or something like that, they're looking forward to it. Mr. Eric Mays, Councilman Eric Mays, thank you for coming down and kicking it with me for a little bit.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm learning. I'm here with a big timer, Anton Daniels.
I try.
Well, look, so we finna talk to him now. Y'all better get ready. We gonna take you on a communication ride.
All right, okay.
We ain't no holds barred. We talk about what we want. He can call point of order. I can call point of order. Whoever calls point of order. This ain't no council meeting. We gonna be all right. Thanks for having me.
Listen, man, I'm interested in every aspect of your life, right? Like from, your childhood, where you grew up. I want to ask you all of those questions. I want to ask, how it came to prominence and how you eventually realized that you was a social media star. But before we get into that, are you a lifelong Flint resident?
I am. I was born in the city of Flint. I was born September 16th, 1958.
Wow.
So I'll be, next month, I'll be 6.
So let's get to that thing. Yo, I got an exclusive music review. The Street Lords, Dogface called the wrong, diss tracks, Suma Johnson, Dogface came with a banger. Hell of a produce this beat, baby. You heard what I'm talking about?
Be checking out.
All the time. They love you.
How old is your dog?
15.
15. Shout out. What's her name?
Leslie.
Just played two different stories. The first one was he came up there and talked about some content with Wack, and you got up on him. Now he said something about gangsters.
No, listen, it's the same thing. So let's clear it up, right? If somebody walk up to you, he's telling us a whole different story, but he's telling I'm doing.
Salute to everybody.
Sniper in that person. Big shout out to my ass.
Clockwork, Goofy. No,
he was going for that crowd.
You can slick talk, say low, call him female, call him a mother. You interview like a mother. All right.
You know what I'm saying? For those type of reactions. And with that, is you gonna get the backlash from the streets. Like, hold on, bro. You feel?
There you go again. No. That's your portion of the YouTube streets providing backlash. The actual streets, all the ones, Compton, LA, that I've grown up in and still matriculate through on a regular basis, they agree with the position that Rick Rock and Jay Reed have taken and found themselves in. One, the other, Rick Rock taking, and the one Jay Reed finds himself in, and the one he's been forced to take. The streets do not agree with that clower, goofy activity. Otherwise, there would be a lot more of that type of goofiness in the streets, which it is not. That's why the whole entire audience is so shocked and paying so much attention. They're not impressed. They're awesomely appalled and embarrassed on your behalf. Wow. Thought you went to college, girl.
You know what I'm saying? So when I did my stuff, I never called Rick Rock a snitch. You know what I'm saying?
You knew better. You say, so what's the problem if he's not a snitch? What is you tiptoeing around, and what is you and your feelings about? Why is your panties in a bunch?
I ain't never heard about him being a snitch or being on nobody's paperwork. You feel what I'm saying? But he felt that I
to go on a run like Wayne was me having some, hoping to see history be made again. The reality of the fact is this new album, it lacks so many things. It lacks originality. It lacks a cohesive message that he promised in interviews. It lacks soul. It lacks all of the things that we thought he was going to bring. It's a weak album. It's an album propped up by features. This is DJ Khaled. It's a DJ Khaled album, except you got Khaled rapping this time. And that's Lil Baby. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So I don't know if y'all want me to tell y'all different, but it is what it is. It's not that good of an album. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Lil Baby, if he's going to be honest with himself, and if he gets mad at this, me and we talked on the phone. He got my...
This has absolutely nothing to do with the story we was just talking about old boy who jumped out and got cracking over there in New Orleans.
Interviews other than with him and maybe with Audience Slim too at the time, and you went in on the people interviewing him. Knock it off.
this and dry snitching. You feel what I'm saying? So he wants to get tough on nothing.
Why he got to get tough? So you saying he hasn't been tough? He look tough right here on this picture. Even in comparison, you look like you're trying to get tough. You look kind of mushy. Cuz look kind of tough. Oh, my mama.
You block crib, blah, 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 cuz you.
Y'all see the thumbnail. He chucking up 6 hours. And you know, he put the blue rags on hood this, 60 this. I'm from the front stat. Brand new spray paint on the wall in the 2024.
On Rick Rock in his business.
Like tweaking out, my nigga. What I'm telling you, again, I could never be bought. I don't like this album. This album is not, it doesn't restore no feeling for me. I'm a Lil Baby fan. But Lil Baby gave me nothing for me to feel like Lil Baby's still the guy. Lil Baby feels like an asteroid that's descending to the earth. No matter how.
Instantly, DraftKings.
Interviews other than with him and maybe with Audience Slim too at the time, and you went in on the people interviewing him. Knock it off.
This is dry snitching. You feel what I'm saying? So he
hit it for 40 or whatever. Y'all heard what he said. Who wants to really do business with Rick Rock for the future in a form of security, or it could be anything else? If you this type of guy, I don't want to do no business with you, right? So I'm kind of like, man, I don't know if this is real or this is faulty. I don't think it's necessarily real. I just feel like this is how Wack is responding to these narratives that Rick Rock is putting out there pertaining to the situation with Jay Reed. He like, if this is your type of way of content, you know, I keep saying it's not content. Y'all all keep saying it is content. So if this is how y'all view it, let me show y'all how I do content, which I do understand that part, you know, on behalf of Wack. You know, if somebody's doing things against you, you're going to do things that, you know what I mean, that's against them. I'm not saying that, you know, I agree with all the ways that anybody
that had already basically been documented in books and shit. That's pretty weak.
Okay, before we go, I just left DJ Vlad. I asked him, he was with it. Akademiks is with it. He's helping me market and promote and push the You've Been Exposed, the winner. One of their things that I'm providing for them, outside of several other things, is they get to get an interview with Vlad, Akademiks, and that No Jumper with Adam 22. Vlad agreed, Ak agreed. Do you agree to let the winner? You know what I mean? He got lucky. Crip, I know he got lucky on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got lucky. They gave him a shot. You better come home and do what's right.
No, that's a fact. All right. You ready to hang it up? We did give Akademiks like 40 minutes of airtime, but
now watch this.
What?
50 Cent calls Jim Jones a rat.
Yeah.
Based upon the recordings that I investigated and called him a rat on 3 years ago on Clubhouse.
Really? Okay.
So New York said I hated New York for saying it. So what are you going to say about 50 for saying it? That is the same recording that 6ix9ine led me to, and I listened to the recording, and everything about that recording shows that Jim Jones was conspiring to commit the crime, conspiring and shot calling. They played this recording in the trial, which means Jim Jones had to authenticate the recording, and 6ix9ine himself told me Jim Jones was the number 2 behind him if he didn't take the stand and get his deal. Same recording. It's conspiracy all through that. Ain't no way of getting out of that. But now 50 Cent says it. I want to see what they got to say. When I said it, they said I was hating New York. No, I was just speaking on what I heard about an individual. And it really I didn't want to do it. Jim Jones was my friend. I knew him. He did a song with Coyote I wasn't able to release. But when the shit came out, we talked about it. It was what it was. So now 50 Cent, I don't know what he did to 50 Cent.
Yeah, I mean, well, you don't know what he did? Like basically 50 and Cam were having a conversation on his show, which is kind of big. Because if you remember, this situation was reversed like 20 years ago because 50 and Cam were beefing, and then Jim Jones came out at Summer.
You know what I mean? He got lucky. Crip, I know he got lucky on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got lucky. They gave him a shot. You better come home and do what's right.
No, that's a fact. All right. You ready to hang it up? We did give Akademiks like 40 minutes of airtime, but
now watch this.
What?
50 Cent calls Jim Jones a rat.
Yeah.
Based upon the recordings that I investigated and called him a rat on 3 years ago on Clubhouse.
Really? Okay.
So New York said I hated New York for saying it. So what are you going to say about 50 for saying it? That is the same recording that 6ix9ine led me to, and I listened to the recording, and everything about that recording shows that Jim Jones was conspiring to commit the crime, conspiring and shot calling. They played this recording in the trial, which means Jim Jones had to authenticate the recording, and 6ix9ine himself told me Jim Jones was the number 2 behind him if he didn't take the stand and get his deal. Same recording. It's conspiracy all through that. Ain't no way of getting out of that. But now 50 Cent says it. I want to see what they got to say. When I said it, they said I was hating New York. No, I was just speaking on what I heard about an individual. And it really I didn't want to do it. Jim Jones was my friend. I knew him. He did a song with Coyote I wasn't able to release. But when the shit came out, we talked about it. It was what it was. So now 50 Cent, I don't know what he did to 50 Cent.
Yeah, I mean, well, you don't know what he did? Like basically 50 and Cam were having a conversation on his show, which is kind of big. Because if you remember, this situation was reversed like 20 years ago because 50 and Cam were beefing, and then Jim Jones came out at Summer Jam or whatever, performed at a concert with 50, and that basically drove a huge.
That's not what happens. So what happens is in that moment they try to get me to corroborate this story. They take my clothes. They put bullshit on me. I had like a remote trunk, the big one, so on and so forth. They took my suitcase, gave me the most bullshit suit. A homeless man wouldn't take this suitcase from me. Shout out to the homeless. Swear, OD. Send me to the airport. No ticket, no nothing. Matter of fact, they put me in a car. I didn't even know I was going. It just so happened to be the airport. I go.
Feel better, faster with Sambucol Day and Night Relief Capsules that work just as hard at night so you get a restful sleep with powerful immune support for day and night relief. Take control with Sambucol.
The Mighty Micro, packed with the good stuff.
you've confronted the Zest monster and
oh my gosh, the boogeyman is now alive. And now that he knows that I know and I don't corroborate, it's just a walking, ticking time bomb for me to be able to do something along the lines of what you and I doing right now. But anyways, I get back to LA. When I get back to LA, it was Memorial Day, and I was leaving my girl house, and you might not know me, but I'm known in the industry for connecting dots from the world of strategic partnerships, and those people typically tap my shoulder for like aesthetic curation, styling, if you will, but it's a little bit more personal than that. So Chrome Hearts is like a good partner of mine. We come up with exclusive pieces. They always give me access. I never had a problem, so on and so forth, which is why you see Javante Davis flourishing in that light as we speak right now. But anyways, back to the topic. In my bag, in my carry-on bags to the holidays, I'm moving around. You know, it's LA. I might go to the club later. But in my bag, I had a shit ton of just one-of-ones, rings, bracelets, wallet chains, so on and so forth. Some of which you've seen Stephon end up walking into Monday Night Football and later on in the storyline. But anyways, I walk into my building. I get off on my floor. The first thing I see is his half brother standing right there. They say, "What's up with all that Chrome shit?" And I back onto the elevator, and then he walks toward and he put his hand in as the sensors were trying to close it. It opens up. Two brothers follow. Two other guys follow, and they pull me out the elevator. But bro, they strapped. What you gonna realize is these niggas had guns. You go out there trying to throw all the fist fights you want. I know the building. I'm home at the end of the day. These niggas not home. I'm trying to get my life. Yeah, in my crib, it's a Chrome Hearts jacket with 100+ crosses on it. They talking about the crosses is XYZ, 300 per cross or whatever the fuck the case was at the time. This jacket giving me motion. I'm fucking with it. I don't know what they really on, but I know what they there for. First thing he said is, "What's up with all that Chrome shit?" And I'm hearing niggas, "You ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing." They got knives. They got guns. It is what it is, bro. I just had to do what I had to do to protect myself in that moment. But after that, I survived it, so on and so forth. His brother was charged. I didn't know the other niggas' two names. Bro, I got a history. Like, when I was coming up with G,
Who's
and
his
before
brother?
I was
Who's
even...
his brother?
His brother's name is, I'm not talking about Trevon. Him and Trevon have the same mother and father.
Because he in the league too, right? There's a nigga named Trevon in the league, right?
Trevon, he played for the Cowboys. That's their little brother. The middle brother, his name is Derez Marshawn Diggs, but he go by Marshawn because that's Stephon's middle name.
So
he has a different mother.
So
he has a different mother.
Wait, so you're saying all the Diggs brothers are zesty?
No, I ain't say that.
Oh, just stuff.
I'm not. I can't speak to Trey being a zest ball. I can't speak to Stephon just because of the personal experience. Like, it's been times I'm around the guys and they're like, "Yo, bro, come to the room, this, that, and the third," because there's hoes in the room. So I ain't gonna do that. Trey done hit me multiple times. "Yo, bro, come to the room, this, that, and the third." I get there's 7 joints. You know what I mean? It's different. Yeah. But if a nigga put his tongue in your ear, talking about come to my room, I don't give a fuck what down, give a fuck what bitch in your room, home. You on different timing. But let's get back to the fact that the nigga lied to you, though, home. Why you let him do that to you?
All right, hold on. No. We get through all these. Drake next. Drake. Okay. So basically, in your opinion, Stephon Diggs tried you. You didn't go, but then later, because of your association and everything with Chrome Hearts, and they realized you wasn't going, they tried to press you. Had guns, knives, blah blah blah. Charges got filed, whatever. But you got off of that, right? Holy shit, my phone died. Stephon Diggs done cut the connection on us, Chad. Hold on. Now, the reason why we're getting into this, if y'all don't know who's on the line, my bad, I'm gonna charge it. So, that's Chris Blake. This is all gonna connect to the Drake shit because apparently he was trying to expose Stephon Diggs and wanted Drake to help him expose Stephon Diggs. Okay? Alright, back on. Let's get back on. Thank y'all for the welcome back, people. We here. The fuckery has returned. Holy. I just streamed it a while, so we got locked in for like a good 6-7 hours today. Okay, my bad. This is all gonna play back to this whole Drake thing.
water softeners prevent hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Culligan, water you love.
Chat, y'all think that's CTE or that's like just zest? All right, we're gonna get this guy back in the ball. So, the key thing, and we're at a good point in the story, and I can do a recap, I guess. So, essentially, this guy, like, we heard the Javante Davis stuff, blah, blah, blah. Even though recently he did expose, so this is him and Stephon Diggs. I didn't even know Stephon Diggs took pictures like this. This is him and Stephon Diggs. So, look like he's a stylist type slash, image consultant slash manager. He said he managed Javante Davis. Looked like he was helping Stephon Diggs out with some either style consultancy or some type of, maybe developing a brand that, he could, bring to a bigger clothing company to kind of work with. We see pictures of him with Stephon Diggs here, right? Him with Stephon here. Looked like they were close too. And as we go up, and by the way, if we go to Twitter, actually, so if you go to Twitter, you can see the video that he was talking about. So the video he was talking about ends up being this right? So he said he wasn't beat up because he was he denied gay sex with Stephon Diggs. He said after Stephon Diggs licked in his inner ear, whatever, nothing happened. But I guess he said that he felt that they knew he wasn't going, so they got to make sure he's not going to run his mouth later. And then he has some like chrome heart shit, and that's when he got confronted. And yeah, supposedly this is Stephon Diggs' brother named Darius Diggs. Okay. And they basically jump. Okay. They basically. They basically jump. Okay. Here's another angle or whatever. Shows a whole bunch of stuff happening. And he says this has nothing to do with him getting assaulted in terms of him not doing gay sex. But that is the backdrop. Let me try to call this back.
Yo.
Yeah, my bad. My phone died. Yeah. It's all good. Okay. Very good. So I was trying to tell everyone that this is all kind of sequentially getting to the point that we're getting to, because this whole thing with the brother of Stephon Diggs does eventually lead into this conversation that you had with Drake, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, by the way, we do have the video that TMZ put out, and it looked like, it kind of matches up with the story that looked like this guy named Derez trying to get at you in the elevator, him and some other guys, and blah, blah, blah. And now, let's be clear before we get to the next part, which involves Drake. You said these guys got arrested for this?
So, Derez got arrested because I knew Derez's name.
Okay.
The reason anything even lands into the realm of anything Drake related is when Stephon Diggs walks onto the field against the Buffalo Bills for the reunion game or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and he put free chap on his eye black.
He said free who?
Free chap, CHAP, on his eye black.
Who's chap?
That's what the fuck I said, and that's what social media said. So I go on Twitter, and my peoples is sending shit through. Yo, this the guy from the video. This the guy from the video.
Wait,
Chap turns up.
So it's Chap or Champ?
Chap is in CHAP. Okay. But he turned out to be one of the guys whose name I didn't know that yanked me out the motherfucking elevator, snatched the chains off my neck to send my son name, threatened my motherfucking life in that elevator. I done federal probation before. I'm not going into just imagine if you worked at Goldman Sachs and two guys decided to get funny and meet you at your going back into a trick bag. Yeah. Don't get it twisted, and I don't mean to fast forward shit. And I love the boy. I love the boy, bro. But at a certain point, we saw Hov evolutionize. We seen him put the tie on around like 30, 31. Eventually, he put streetwear back on and shit like that, but he became a man. I love the boy. But if you look at the No Face video, if Drake going on 38 years old, he got his arm around niggas that's fully gray. They gotta be 47, 48, 49. I don't want to see thugs doing that shit. I love the boy, but that look crazy. No face with niggas that got kids that's my age. Come on, bro. I don't want to see that from my GOAT. I want you to go grab a few young niggas that got the ability to spit like Yachty and some, and give them a platform similar to what yours was. Charge them boys up. You got the intel. You talk about making the building a safer place. Do some shit like that.
Search less, solve more. Buy online, operate anywhere.
Free Chap shows up on the iBlack. When the Free Chap shows up on the iBlack, I find out it's a guy by the name of Charlie Jordan, who also has been involved in a bunch of other shit this, that, and the third. At a point in time, he might be free now from what people have been sending me, so on and so forth. But at this point in time, they had him arrested in Maryland or something along those lines for drugs and guns. It was a bunch of shit. If you look at like the little tags on my story, the Justice for Chris Blake type shit, my Instagram is Chris Blake Griffith. If you look at the highlights on my story, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about as I break it down. As things were uncovering in front of my own eyes. It was Instagram detectives that helped bring the shit to the light. The reason them boys didn't get charged because I didn't know their name.
Oh, Charlie Jordan. Okay, so Charlie.
Bingo.
So he got arrested in connection to some of the shit he did to you.
He got arrested on some whole other shit.
But he later got a charge for that too.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
And then there's another guy named Corey Darnell Mack. Okay.
Bingo. He was the third party. Them two boys I had no intel on until he decided to walk out on the field with the Free Chap under his eyes. And at this point in time, bro, it's big bank, little bank. The same way we was talking about how I go with the hoes. These niggas be hoes too. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. I watch people switch on me quicker than a Glock accessory, bro. I'm talking about snap of a motherfucking finger. So to see the boy pull the plug on me, as you gotta think, if I'm saying I'm close to you, in the same way you come to DC, and as soon as you land, all the guys hit me. They want to go to Rose Bar. I'm setting it up. It's a Monday. It's a light day. CJ, Mark, Chubbs want to go out this, that, and the third. We at Rose Bar on a Monday. It's probably just us there. Literally, on some shit like that. Or Daniel from Division come to the city, 100 wings from stadium, 200 wings from stadium. It was almost like I was the mayor in that sense. So as I go around, moving around guys like Drada, Mayor, who got relationships with Pusha T, and you got beef, and I'm in a city like DC where Pusha T actually lives on the outskirts of, bro, I'm actually holding the fort. I got this OVO shit in my skin. I'm in LA. I got homeboys that come from all walks of life as I'm out here, bro. I get busy. That said, if I'm around Kendrick people, this, that, and the third, I'm still holding the fence. Same way when I was around G and I was constantly waving the OVO flag, and this nigga was telling me I was different because I was doing it for free because I saw the motherfucking vision, bro. But what I'm saying is when Holmes pulled the plug on me, after I done stood with him and aligned with him for all this time, I'm like, bro, Drake, shit you on.
Okay.
And I didn't even ask you for nothing.
Wait.
And
All right. Okay. Hold on. Perfect. So now let's get to the Drake stuff, and I'm gonna pull that up on a separate tab, right? So, all right. So now we get the whole Stephon Diggs thing. We get his brother. We hear about the Free Chap. We hear all that, right? Now, we then later see you publish these DMs that has to do with Drake. It appeared that looked like you guys were having a conversation. It looked like the conversation didn't go too well. I want you to give me the context because the conversation was later posted by you. And from what we see, like I'm looking on one of your posts, he says, "Damn gang, unfollow me from college day, play blah blah blah." Explain to me what the nature of the conversation in the last couple of days was, and where the disappointment and breakdown was that led to all of this, and subsequently you putting out these DMs. Which, by the way, and I'll tell you this, you know, he basically says you're spiraling. He says you're capping clout. Okay.
Okay, great. That don't make me a liar.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter what you want to call me, whatever, no matter what adjective you pull out the book, whatever synonym you pull for said adjective, it don't make me a liar. And what it did for me, when he called me a raised me to a sense. So I just want to make sure I'm speaking respectfully. Bro, you don't file a lawsuit for defamation when you said the same shit about him that he said about you, vice versa. It's a word for that. Come on, bro. We don't play like that. That's foolishness in the middle of a rap beef. Defamation? You want to pull that card?
You think
I thought that was sideways. That's it is.
So you believe Drake doing that was a snitch?
What he's doing on the label right now is taking a flashlight and saying, "Oh, all the bullshit that you did on me, you did it for him too. I don't align with that, so now everything got to blow up." It's like watching Frank Lucas in American Gangster to a certain degree. And again, I speak respectfully. It's not necessarily no street shit. And what I was trying to relay to Holmes is, my shit ain't no street shit. I don't know these niggas from no street shit. Steph ain't no street motherfucker. He got a couple dollars. He got a couple dollars and some crash out dummies, and that's why the fucking shit went the way it went. Justified, press the button. It is what it is. Justice sauce, press the button.
So also, let me ask you: did you share these opinions before things went left? Because I think people will be like, if did you stand by him filing a lawsuit until you felt you were done wrong?
No, I never necessarily stood by him filing a lawsuit. And what I also want to clarify to you is, these messages are not from the last couple of days. We had this conversation over the holidays, he and I gave him ample amount of time because at the end of the messages it says, "Give me some time, I'm on a plane, I'm going to find another place to write this, that, and the third." I waited, and in true Drake fashion, he wrote me off, and then you never wrote back. I'm not here to tell no songs, these is cold facts. Come on, Holmes. Come on, I waited ample. You go through the stream with Aiden. I'm waiting.
Let me ask you a question.
It's like the Varnell Jones episode of Martin, when Varnell said that he could come on the show, and he didn't actually expect him to get his. You see what I'm saying? You understand the parallel?
No, I do hear you, and I understand it. But let me ask you a question, because you said to me you didn't ask for anything, but your behavior does appear like you felt like he didn't deliver something, or he didn't at least give you an answer. So what did you expect even going to him with this? Because and again, we could later, go through some additional steps to make sure these are actually verified, actual DMs. But if we're just gonna go with that saying already, what he was saying, right? Like, he says something to you. He says, "You're asking me to post the tape about you."
So I got you. So I'll clarify that in a jiffy. I was working on a mixtape, and I sent it. It's called Chris Blake the Mixtape. It's available everywhere right now. My Instagram is Chris Blake Griffith. Chris Blake the Mixtape. I'm working on it, and I sent him the SoundCloud link before it even went up. It's chilling. He and I, every now and again, we're chatting in DM, so on and so forth. I can prove it, bro. Like, this ain't nothing to talk about. Are you from Jersey or New York or whatever? I'm from Baltimore. If I was home, I'd just ride down the street. I could show you. Why would I lie to you? But anyways, and he didn't even say nothing OD for me to. Why would I create DMs calling myself a rat? It doesn't even make sense. Anyways, back to the topic. What you asked me?
No. So what he said to you is that you're asking him to post.
Oh yeah. So I sent him the tape. I sent him the tape early. I said, "Yo, let me know what you think." And then after I said, "Let me know what you think," it's just marinating. It's cool. I didn't expect nothing. I just said, "Let me know what you think." Once I seen that he had unfollowed me, it wasn't that I expected him to do anything. At that point in time, my social media was the only platform I had to be able to elevate my voice against the quote-unquote powers that be, that have more popularity or more capital or access to capital, so on and so forth, to be able to suppress what actually occurred to me that I deemed to be wrong. So at that point in time, at the very least, I expected my family to just not switch. People I considered to be friends to not switch. And and me knowing the relationship that backdates since the early stages of his career, from So Far Gone days.
What was that relationship? Because again, I see you post a few things, but you might have to contextualize it, because I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but I kind of, it sounded like he's saying, if all these messages are true, right? It sounded like he's saying, "Yo, I want to be left out of your issue. I don't want to be a guy posting or seeming to amp this up."
This is my thing, though. You still follow the niggas that don't even fuck with you. G don't even fuck with you. That's why I sent them the boxing gloves. Like G? I'm talking about Javante. He followed Cash and them. He don't even follow Drake back. The reason he never signed, and every time I would see Preem, I gotta keep answering the question because he wrote G asking for some gloves. He's like, yo, can you coordinate this for me? G asked me that. I go get the gloves. I lay all the gloves out at the crib for multiple days, multiple weeks, multiple months. I kept laying these gloves out with the Sharpie. Preem only asked for one pair of gloves. But out of my just thinking, strategic mind, I'm gonna bless all the guys. Because if I give the one, I know the next one, oh, yo, I need some too. So I just lay it all out. You can look at the thing and zoom in and see the names: Oliver, Future, Prince, Rock, so on and so forth. The guys I got relationships with, so on and so forth. I laid them all out for the gloves to get signed. He looks at me and tells me I'm not signing no gloves for a nigga to throw away my shorts. If he can show me he still got my shorts, I'm signing gloves.
Wait, hold on. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. So you're saying that Javante Davis refused to sign these boxing gloves? Why?
Yes.
Like, what's
I just told you.
Because Drake threw away his shorts?
He has a memorabilia like haul at his crib, jerseys, so on and so forth. When the boy would post, he looking like, where my shorts? Where my shorts? Where my shorts? Just no different if you gave him like some form of like expensive memorabilia and you had like a memorabilia section in your home, you would probably look at it. I think he calls it the Hall of Fame. Don't quote me. I don't want to be wrong. I usually be right. That's why I don't like. I'm very careful with my words. But yeah, he was looking for it. He was like, man, he don't got my shit. He don't got my shit. If he can show me this, that, and the third, I'd do it. And he never did it. But even still, I'm always offering tickets to the guys for the fights because they would ask. I'm always offering the plug. I'm always sending the invite. I'm always doing what I got to do, and the opportunity was always vice versa. Drake got the shows at what was Apollo Theater, this, that, and the third. I couldn't even get right myself. I'm sending Stefan's assistant. You know what I mean? Under my name, or sending my girl under my name, or my ex, or my BM under my name. It was never a problem in that regard. And we always had that kinship. It was always like that. It was always love. Even if it was me on behalf of G or me by myself, it was always love. So to be in a situation where all I really needed was nobody else.
Golden Nugget invites you to turn the cold gold with these great offers.
And you know, I like to be very honest because the internet kills me because they think I'm like Drake walking stick, like or beating stick. They're like, yo, he says anything to you, he lies to you, and me notoriously, I don't really like. Even like one time I wanted tickets to his concert, I didn't get it. It's fine. Like I don't really hold people to that because also I do understand at that level. There's so many other people that are requesting the same thing. You're dealing with a million people. I know how show days are. Do you feel like any of this might be entitlement?
Bro, what I'm saying to you is, anytime I ever asked for something on the opposite end of things, I always got it. I didn't ask for shit. Me asking you as my homeboy, yo, let me know what you think it is. It's not me asking you for shit. I didn't ask you to post it. I didn't ask you to like it. I didn't nothing. And it's honestly loose. It's no like I barely have a relationship with you now, but you called me. If I sent you a message and said, yo, bro, let me know what you think it is, this, that, and the third, I'm not. I didn't wild out on him because he didn't respond about that. I asked him why he unfollowed me, and I gave somewhat of a preface as to what I was thinking when I wrote the message. That's why he responded the way he responded. The way I took his response, and I'll give you my personal take. Yo, bro, where I come from, Baltimore, Maryland, you don't call nobody no rat without no paperwork, first of all. And if you listen to Drake in the Heart Part 6, 1090 Jake would have tore all the walls down. He know that. And if that's the case, I don't know if it's a testament of jumping off the porch late or all respect to him never jumping off the porch at all. I don't even know if they have porches where they come from. I have all respect still. I know they come from certain places, and this and the third, but me studying the boy, I don't know if a porch was ever involved. That said,
Wait, hold on.
You don't throw that rat word around, bro. You don't play with that word, bro.
Let me read his response. Are you talking about this response? He says,
Vlad, before you even go any further.
brother. I don't know if
my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ak. I apologize. Utmost respect. If you say I don't have all the details, fam, you don't call nobody a rat.
Hey, are you talking about the message? Are you talking about the message you posted where he supposedly said, "You're asking me to post a tape about you ratting on people to me. I just don't really come from a family or a friend group or a city where that's acceptable. I live by a code that's become law. We all got to deal with our own shit off of here. Not telling you to be on some super gangster shit or tell you what to do.
Not that message.
Okay, all right. Is there another one? All right,
no, the next one. The next one when he says, I don't have all the details, man.
Okay. All right, man. So it's like, I mean, I don't know all the details, fam. I'm just showing you an outside perception. I think there's better ways about going about it. Then he makes him and Nike, him and Universal compared to Nike and LeBron thing. And then he says, your shit is personal. It involves violence. And
and the difference is, your shit's personal. You're the one that's upset that they tapped the other guy's shoulder and gave him the same pack. You remember when Kanye kept screaming, yo, Drake and Bad Bunny got the same package. It was the same package they removed from me and charged him up. All he's mad about, and I say this with love and respect, and I honestly speak from a place of subjectivity as I say this, it just looked like they pulled the pack from him and charged Kendrick up. And he don't like the way it went down, and much like how Kanye went quote-unquote spiraling, he went quote-unquote spiraling. You don't file no defamation lawsuit, petition, whatever the case is, in the middle of a war on words. Come on, bro.
Hold on. And by the way,
and you don't call nobody a rat, and also say I don't have all the details. In order to call somebody a rat, you gotta have the details. If y'all stepped the gun up, y'all heard what y'all heard.
Hold on. Let me just interject here, and I will say this. And by the way, if you're wondering why I went to him to ask if this was true,
you should have. I respect it.
The reason why I asked him is that I have a lot to say if this is his reason, right? Where he's criticizing Universal. I have a lot to say if that's what he actually feels, because it's as much as I'm one of the biggest fans of his, I just don't think you could don't think you could get at them for doing something that they've probably done in your favor a bunch. So
that was my point, bro. That was my point. So let's move forward under the context that I'm not a sack of shit lying to you. Because at any point at this conversation, if you want to send flight information, I will be where you are, and I can prove it to you that I'm not lying to you. You know how these phones work.
Has he blocked you?
Has he blocked you? Yeah, you know, you come on clockwork. Textbook. Come on, bro. But I'm a man of receipt.
Well, if he blocked you, how could you prove it?
When I show you the date, the time, every single message he was sending back and forth, I was screenshotting and sending it to my best friend. Because at the time I'm in bed, laying next to my girl and my 9-month-old daughter, thinking to myself, I'm going back and forth with the biggest artist in the world right now, who just so happened to be somebody who I consider to be a mentor, and he actually gave me his reason as to why he went back at Universal the way that he did.
Okay, so I also have to ask you.
And I was screen recording the entire time.
Okay, and I have to ask you this because, listen, me and Drake have shared many conversations. Me personally, especially if we're talking about personal things, and it seems that you and Drake were closer than me and him have ever been, honestly, right? I don't record this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something.
You call me a rat, my nigga. You call me a rat.
Okay. Oh, you felt that.
Me a rat.
Makes sense. You felt the.
I'm from Baltimore, nigga. I don't come from like a place where you just carry that. You see, you call somebody a rat in this industry.
No, I get it.
What's the connotation with the name? Come on, bro. Your kids gotta carry that. You don't play with my name like that. All respect to go, bro. Just be accurate with what you're saying. You don't put the word rat with I don't have all the details. Anybody on this stream right now that ever been through anything real will stamp what I'm telling you. You don't use the word rat loosely, huh? That's not where we come from. That was my issue. That's my only problem.
That's valid.
Don't call me no motherfucking rat. Don't call me no rat. And then the fact that you said I was lying about some shit that you say, that rubbed me wrong because it made me put skepticism on everything you ever said. And I love you, bro. My heart was broken when I heard the reference Maury track on Mob Ties. I thought you was really pissed off. But I still credit him with the fact that he came back at the very end of the song, getting shook. Yeah, heard about him, man. Yeah, you get the elements of the boy, great, this, that, and the third. But I gotta tell you the truth, Holmes. Like I just told you, rat and lack of details don't align. You got to be able to read that. Anybody will tell you that, bro. I don't know if you come from it or not. Anybody will tell you that.
All right, okay. So let me ask you this question, right? I think you reasonably are going through a lot lot of shit, and you've given me a lot of information that I could understand if I'm putting myself in your shoes, how you could feel like, yo, A, B, C, and D, this is going maybe not the way you would like it, and you're trying to use whatever leverage or whatever resources you can to try to, do what you got to do, right?
Once you hear the word rat, you automatically start thinking from every angle, who's trying to take me out, bro?
All right, hold on, but
Rats,
don't you think
rats,
Jake is going through the same though? And I'm not trying to victimize.
That's why I wrote to him. Continue to read the messages, my good brother. That's why I wrote to him. If anybody knows what I'm going through, it's you. That's why I wrote to him exactly that, and I was waiting for his response. I even told him about a situation that I was in. I was very vulnerable in that moment, bro. Pause, partner left. I'm saying to the GOAT, my nigga, this is what I'm going through, Holmes. Then you go on the stream with Aiden, you stand in third. I gave you a matter of time. You act like I don't exist, cool, this, that, and the third. All fine, good, this, that, and the third, but you playing with my name. And paranoia kick in when you start dealing with the word rat, bro. You gotta think, Stephon in Houston, the boy in Houston, this person affiliated, I can't afford $10 million security to protect my back at all costs. I also know that criminals don't do crime on the internet, so that's my buffer. So the same way you was protected in certain instances by just being able to speak up online, I'm gonna do the same for me, bro. I got kids, I got a real name. And at the end of the day, I've been through real shit. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I've been on federal probation before. Why would I jump into a trick bag for some niggas who I was just putting clothes on and letting them look like me and they was paying me to do it? He get fruity and want to get in his bag and try to touch me in a way that I don't like. And I stand up for myself, and then he put a hit on my life, and I lose all my motherfucking friends, and this guy's supposed to look at me and call me a motherfucking rat? That don't make sense. And then hit me back talking about I ain't got all the details. That's cap-ass bullshit. No, Holmes, you unpacking.
So I was reading your comment section, and I seen people comment, and they said, hey, bro, what you're doing currently is messing up opportunities. And I'm pretty sure you
who are these people that don't even have no motherfucking thing? You can't tell me about no motherfucking opportunity. You don't know who I know. You don't know who I'm connected to. You don't know my abilities. You don't know my skill set. I'm just getting a chance to be able to speak to the quote-unquote world at attention. How could you be able to critique my life? You don't even know what I've been through to be able to get to this point where I'm speaking to academics in this very moment. So suck my muscle. Listen, without a doubt, Drake is watching this. Whether he's watching this now or he's watching this in post. I love you, GOAT. That's some current ass bullshit though. You can't call a motherfucker a rat if you don't have a paper.
Do you believe that there's a possibility of maybe he sees this and be like, oh no, I get his side. All right, maybe I did tweak out. Because at this point, I think a lot of people looking like, yo, you put him out. Like you're speaking against him.
What did he say that was OD though? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, not the messages, but even now, you're basically saying, hey, you snitched by going against Universal. I was disappointed about reference tracks and everything.
I've seen the GOAT piece it up with people who have said words.
Okay.
Yeah, every time that Yeezy pieced it up, he had my head inflated. If I'm quoting correctly, something along those lines. I love, you know what I mean? For a long time, bro. He would always give me the green light to be able to come to his birthday party. His birthday 2 days before mine. I would be able to go, and that would be like my moment until my shit came. You know what I mean? My parents could have took me to IHOP by the time the 2 days later came because I had such a good time. Times I woke up in the back of OVO security cars, not even knowing where my wallet was, but I had so much of a good time, it didn't even matter to me. At the end of the day, the reverence is always there, and I'm forever grateful for the path that he set. Even when I think about it from the perspective of me now being a writer/rapper, musician, singer, whatever you want to call it, even as I did see all of them names in the writing credits, I don't know if he just taking care of the guys like how Nav say he do, but even regardless, I'm grateful for the fact that whatever he did, I thought it was all him, and it forced me to be able to push my pen to just be one guy. So I'm grateful in that regard as well. The same way Kanye can come out of his mouth and say that if Drake wrote my raps, my life would be a better place. I still revere him in that regard, bro. My only thing was the fact that you called me a rat out of context, bro. You can't play like that, especially if you are affiliating yourself in certain worlds. That's the same name that my kids got. It's the same name that my daughter got. I'm Chris Blake Griffith. My son Milo Blake Griffith. My daughter is then say I ain't got no motherfucking details. That's sideways. This was a business relationship I had with these boys that tried me. No different than if Universal decided to play Funny Time and start digging into his closet and taking a shovel to his pants and trying to find anything to just stir up controversy. It's no different, bro. I'm not spiraling out of emotion. This is sheer calculation. Come on, go.
So, are you in fear of, maybe any retaliation? Like, obviously, I would imagine the OVO guys, they're not trying to kick it with you at this point, whether it's...
Absolutely. I'm not. I wouldn't say fear. I'm a Christian man, so I walk by faith and not by sight. But I'm aware that they might have some ruffled feathers with some of the things that I have to say, and I also know that they are loyal to who they are loyal to, and that's the same pedigree I come from. And at this stage, I got to be loyal to me.
I mean, shit. I will follow up with a question to Drake later and be like, Drake, listen. I talked to the guy. There's some things that sound convincing. He never denied it either. He said, no, people know this.
He know me, yeah.
No, he never denied it. He just said you were crashing out and, you were doing some clout chasing.
I think he could legitimately believe that, but when you take the lens and you shift it slightly differently, I think you could look at it from a different perspective as well. Anything that I'm probably going through, if I put the mirror back at him, the reason I reached out to him is because out of all people, I figured dog knew exactly what the fuck I had going on, exactly what the fuck I was working on. I'm trying to feed my motherfucking kids, bro. That's all I'm doing. This is not associated with the fact that I gotta feed my kids. But I did want to hold my goat accountable at the same time. And you can't call me no motherfucking rat without no motherfucking paperwork. That's too strong of a proclamation, bro.
Hey, let me ask you a question. So,
it's cute. Go ahead.
A part of him supposedly saying that to you was he said this whole thing, and he says, I come from a family and a friend group or a city where basically saying it's not acceptable, and he lives by this code of law.
But it's not that. I come from that.
Well, he's saying he comes from that too. Are you not believing it?
No. It's not that I'm not believing him. I'm saying he's looking at it wrong. Like, for instance, right? Throughout this call, when I spoke to you about Javante Davis, I had certain conversations. We touched on certain topics that could have been touching. Do you think I treaded carefully and out of respect to a certain degree?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Right, and that's exactly what I did. Why? Because it's GTD on my wrist. It's GTD in my skin the same way as OVO in my skin, but that GTD shit.
Wait, you have an OVO tattoo?
Yeah, he know that.
Oh, I didn't know.
But that's not the focal point here. What I'm trying to say is the people who I've actually built my family with. I looked at GTD and Javante Davis and them boys like family. We a decade and plus. We having disagreements and things of that nature right now. We might never speak again. But what was built, I guess you could compare it to kind of like with and I hate to pull other names into it, but kind of like you see Jimmy and his quarrels that go on with Cam and things of that nature. That's like my real brother to a certain degree. It's not my actual blood, but blood wouldn't make us closer. That's the relationship and the love that I got from my brother. I just think he get to a certain point of self-sabotage. But what I say is, you'll never hear me take it past a certain point and discuss some of the things that have gone on in my days spent in the GTD Empire, the Javante Tank Davis Empire, because of the fact that that is my family. We don't discuss certain things. These niggas I don't know about, they not even street motherfuckers, bro. I compare it to gold mishap. It'd be no different. The ring I was charging Stephon, I actually got from homes that worked at Vogue. And he wanted to charge a certain amount of money per style and day. I was doing a better job than him, so I just took his rate and kept it going. And Stephon was paying it. That was a business relationship, not no street shit. It turned to violence. And to that I say, it's the same thing that right now, if Universal decided to play funny business behind closed doors and put a shovel to his past and start digging up things and trying to draw narratives and this, that, and the third that have nothing to do with a business relationship. Stephon ain't no street dude. He done had street dudes around him that he didn't even know were street dudes that I knew better than he knew because I actually was doing quote-unquote street shit with him. I can speak to it now because it's all I say. But you'll never hear me take it past a certain point because I survived all that, bro. I'm just not going back into a trick bag. So the same point when he decided to quote-unquote whistle blow on Universal, I'm a quote-unquote whistle blow on these motherfucking justifieds that decided to take my life because, like, hello, here I am fighting for my motherfucking life, bro. And they drawing narratives preventing me from actually getting work done. That's a problem, bro. And then when somebody who I consider to be a friend is calling me a rat, it just so happens to be one of the biggest platforms, both Same way you can think I'm spiraling his crown because we spoke to somebody that's like, yo, dog off his rocker, it's there in the third. Or Javante not around him, but it's there in the third. Something along those lines. Go ahead, champ.
So when I looked at it, and even me thinking about it, I'm like, all right, I'm assuming everything's on the up and up. I'm like, if Drake was not trying to own up to something, maybe it's because while he was explaining something to you, LeBron's name came up, and you know, I don't think he wants to, you know.
Bro, from a PR perspective, I could have. Yo, bro, it's so many different ways around that personally I would have navigated differently. If I would have been his team, he could have looked at me and said anything other than the fact that I lied. Anything other than that would have worked for me. He could have said I was having a one-on-one conversation with somebody who I deemed to be a friend. Be careful who you trust in this industry. Anybody will turn on you. No new friends. Some shit like that. You could have spent it from that regard as opposed to saying a nigga lied. That's cap. So many different approaches. And Oliver and Future and all of them boys are highly intellectual on that side. So the fact that and Oliver unfollowed me immediately, I mean, like clockwork, I mean, I get it. But at the end of it, and y'all go look up that song, that Safe House song by Mark Drake and Drake on SoundCloud. It's not actually Drake, but it's Mark Drake. It's a running video on YouTube. If anybody wanted to see the artwork, you'll see it.
Hey,
me, Drake, Rocks, and Javante.
Hey, by the way, do you think that, you know, I mean, you had one of your captions that basically say not like us. Some people might be like, wow, that seems very disloyal. Like, you know, as soon as you get in a problem with him, you're now claiming, you know, his biggest ops song that's dissing him.
Bro, listen to me. He called me a rat. A rat. I've seen him piece it up with people who have done a lot worse. You want to pull every manuscript of Kanye bars or Kanye interviews where he spoke ill of the boy, whether it be with Justin LaBoy, whether it be with Nori, whether it be with. Bro, I'm probably as well versed in Drake as Drake. Like, I was in school on Sundays, and I'm reading the Bible, and I'm also reading the boy. Like, come on, bro. We come from this. You was probably raised on the same way I was raised on. That's why I fight as hard for him as I possibly could. That's why even in these moments where you call me a where you call me a rat, I'ma still regard you as the GOAT. I think you are the GOAT artist of all time. But calling me a rat is out of bounds, champ, and inapplicable. And if you feel like I'm spiraling, I feel like you pulling that car. Whoever's leading you down the path to believe that it's a good idea to sue for defamation and the heated blows of a verbal spat. Sideways. Bad advisor.
Yeah, I see the internet that they're very like excited and also like they're like, yo, well, if Drake lied to you, what does this mean? And you know, I'm a little tempered in how I'm looking at it. So I brought this. I brought it to him. I said, this isn't true. Now, granted, I don't like when people lie if they do, and he could have no commented, and I would have just had nothing to say.
Yo, he could have pulled the move like he said his mother taught him, the 72-hour rule, 3-day rule. He could have pulled that, let it slide. Like, come on, bro.
Okay,
you could have did that.
All right, so let's go with this idea that he purposely deceived me. Why do you think he did that?
I think coming off the heels of that freestyle leaking, I think probably within the OVO umbrella at this point, they want him quiet. They want to marginalize the words and any copy that comes from out of his mouth at this point in time. They have an active petition going on with UMG. So anything he says can and will be used against him in that regard. I don't think he said anything bad in the text messages or the DMs rather that he sent to me. I don't see a flaw from a perspective of legality. I think he cited his opinion. I think he gave a hypothetical example of if LeBron were to have been cheating on his wife, this is what this would look like. I don't think he outed the man, and I also think that the pairing in time of Fighting Irish Freestyle and the releasing of Our Conversation being paired together, and they took what I thought was just a few bars about his previous ties and relationship with Bron and them boys on that side. The Rat Pack, I feel like people made that whole song about Bron, And when they made that whole song about Bron, to see LeBron's name in these DMs, run wild. I think it's just a narrative that's all connected. But they want to marginalize it. That's why probably Oliver jumped immediately to the side. Yo, get this nigga out of here. Not nigga, but yeah, get this motherfucker out of here. Unfollow, draw all association to the left. You spiraling, he crazy, you just see that. And I'm intact at the end of the day. I'm doing this shit for anybody who was ever had their back pushed to the wall, who did right and was done wrong. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm stepping for all of it. That's that.
Any chance of reconciliation between whether you and Javante Davis, whether you and Stephon Diggs, or even Drake?
Stephon, it never happened because it was a business relationship. We won't have to have business dealings no more. And once you like me, you probably always gonna like me. So you can keep that energy on that side. I have no issue with the gay community or any of that community whatsoever. Lesbians, trans community, I have no issues with any of them. All I ask is that you respect my personal space the same way I respect your personal space. If I'm not coming on to you, don't come on to me. If you're coming on to me and I feel as though, and you get the gist that I'm refusing, respect my space, and that be that. He violated that. When he violated that, we don't have no more dealing. And aside from that, you put a hit on my motherfucking life, home. And then the Houston Texans allowed this motherfucker to walk on the field.
That's a heavy accusation. You believe you
No, it's the truth. If niggas show up to your door with guns and knives and they dragging you out the elevator by your feet and it's 3-1 and they at your doorstep and they don't leave with nothing but the belongings on you and they do it on camera and they don't wear no mask and they trying to get in my crib, what else would it be for? And I ain't spoke to him since. What else would it be for? I would never show up to somebody's house with a gun with 3 of me for no reason. Like, come on. It don't make sense. Those are all calculated decisions. And the dudes that came and pulled up on me, 2 of them was wearing a Baltimore exclusive clothing line. So I know what city they come from. Step from up the street, PG County-esque. I'm from Baltimore. I know the line. Shout out to Off Tour and Dovell. Yeah, that's that. I could calculate. But in that moment, God being my compass, I was strategic enough to get myself up out of there. And I'm suing my building for premises liability, and that be that. The reason Derez even got pulled in is because his dumbass played in the NFL, and the video got leaked on TMZ before my family could even see it. I mean, hear about it from me. Javante called me from the cell. Javante called me from the cell about the motherfucking video as soon as it came out. That was the first person that called me when he was pent up in Baltimore for that little stint that he had. And we had a good conversation. We talked life. We talked manhood. We said, yo, they want us divided. And we had just got through another quarrel. People try to divide and conquer us because together we are a superpower. Rox even hit me. On the tape, I say it. I say, Rox hit me, say he hate to see the family go bad. The OVO club that the confirmation that he had. I mean, I thought we was. I'm like his future the Prince. Sent you $100,000 contract signed on my print. You wouldn't sign your name on contract, so I signed for the risk. Now, no more behind some shit that go on a risk. It's gonna face a man and me and G was taking over the world, and then this dumbass brother loud, he running off with a girl. I got other subject matter I can touch on for real, but bear with me. It's therapeutic. Be with my family still. So we'll get through it. You know what I mean? Time will allow things to go the way they're supposed to. But in the meantime, he got his shit going on. I got mine.
Okay. Is there any way I could put you and Drake on the phone, man? I could talk this out.
I feel like you're setting me up, but yeah, that's cool.
No. I'm not talking publicly. I'm not talking about public.
Privately.
Privately.
Yeah, thoroughly. It don't gotta be no bad blood. And honestly, Holmes didn't say no crazy shit to me. I just do not align with my name being played with, so I gotta get ahead of it, bro. I gotta get ahead of it. When that hit was placed on my life, I'm getting calls from the surrounding Houston area, homies that I know. And you could be my homie, but if we just my homie and you ain't really my friend or my family, and you calling me talking about what the streets are saying and this, that, and the third, I'm like, what? Automatically, you getting blocked. I'm really come from this, bro. I'm really cheated in line. If you call my phone talking about a motherfucking hit, I don't know if you entering or not, so I'm gonna just put you on the other side off rip. You can't come to my phone talking about no more. And I know Holmes is established in the States. I can't be playing like that, bro. You can't play like that. Don't throw that rap word around with my name associated.
Hey, by the way,
love.
By the way, you accused Javante of being pretty much gay. You call Javante gay.
I'm playing with my brother. Okay. I don't really think he's a homosexual.
Oh, so you don't. But you think Stephon Diggs? He's sweet.
I know he is. your grandmother's house.
Oh shit.
Yeah, with the domino sugar so thick you gotta stir it every single time you pour some. Yeah, that vibe. Holmes a zest ball, and he tried to press that button on my motherfucking life, and now he got to deal with it. He used to text us, let this motherfucker walk on the field with free chapel in his motherfucking eyes, and he's the same nigga that dragged me out the motherfucking elevator. What type of time is you on? Niggas get these millions and you confused. That was never your MO. That was never your pedigree. You don't really come from this. And since I do come from this, it's no different than when 50 got in position and switched and brought off-duty police officers as his security as his line of protection because niggas ain't gonna do shit to no motherfucking cop. You gotta get smarter out here. And to anybody that's young watching this shit coming up in the game, don't crash out. Gather receipts. Don't crash out. Repeat, don't crash out. Just make sure you got receipts and get your ability to articulate on your behalf up.
Wow, interesting. All right, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. So this is my takeaway. It appears that the you and Drake saga has a lot more than maybe fans and even myself would probably, initially admit what's going on. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I went with the you're a super cloud chasing this and third, but it appears that you were integral part of having a connection with Drake and OVO towards Javante Davis, and it seems like you felt disappointed by how things went down, right?
Thoroughly. And then you add the rat to it, and now we got like a deeper issue because that's the same. Him calling me that is like what Holmes called him. I'm not gonna say it, but you get what I'm saying.
Nobody called Drake a rat. Who called Drake a rat?
No. I'm talking about Kendrick. And Kendrick did call him a rat, but he called him something else. Kendrick called him a rat, but he called him something else.
They called him a colonizer. You don't think Drake's
No, bro. The P word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's two things. When you go to jail or you get tied up in a bind or some shit like that. If you that.
Predator generators give you the power to do more for less. Only at Harbor Freight.
LeBron been dancing a little bit too early.
I think he feel like I feel. Like your friend turned on you.
So you're saying that?
At the same time, but to Bron's defense, you got to think about it, bro. He is, at the end of the day, the face of the Los Angeles Lakers. He does have a job to do. Maybe he could have went in the shiesty.
Wait, that job got nothing to do with him showing up at Kendrick's show. Come on now.
You gotta be a diplomat. You gotta be a diplomat for the city. This is LA.
Hey, that was not at the crypto arena. That nigga showed up to Inglewood at some other shit. Hey, listen. I've said.
You're right.
I'll get into this a little bit later, but I'm glad I talked to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your credibility is boosted because I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't believe Drake that you was just cloud chasing and crashing out. You kind of are crashing out, but you do have you have a reason why. You have a reason why because you feel you were wrong. And I mean, shit. If somebody's standing up for whatever they believe in because they feel they were wrong, I don't know if that's necessarily just a random crash out rather than someone saying, I'm just not going for the shit no more. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I walked into this year, bro, just basically saying no remorse. For so long, situations were just swept under the rug. Even money that like Javante owe me now and shit like that. It's people that's like writing me on behalf of their team that I know are owed money. Because Holmes don't pay no motherfucking body. I love my brother. He just don't pay no motherfucking body but the hoes. And it's like, come on, bro. At the end of the day, somebody got to eat. And once these niggas get kids, or you get a girl to start asking you for shit, or you just wake up and want to be a man and provide for yourself in a different regard than you were doing before, you start realizing these dots ain't connecting and the time spent away ain't making sense. If I do a training camp for 3 months and my monthly bills is $5,000 a month, that's supposed to be $15,000 covered. At the end of the 3-month camp, I get a check for $12,000, and I'm happy because I got a lump sum of $12,000. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm still $3,000 short. That's bullshit. And I spent time away from my kids, my family, my this, that, and the third. For a look, you look up and now you 7 camps in. And every time the business scale, you're still at the same pay grade. That's not my narrative. I'm just saying it does exist around that situation. That shit is fucked up. It's not okay. But I still love my brother. I just think he operates out of ignorance and he don't want to let go of
to be let go of in order for the business to run the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
But he got it.
If you run into Chubbs, man, what's gonna happen, bro? Serious.
Well, his lovely lady Zizi and my lovely lady Alexa are actually colleagues and good friends. So hopefully they can put us on the phone and we can have a conversation like that. It shouldn't have to escalate to no form of disrespect because I don't feel like I disrespected them, bro. All I'm saying is I'm not a rapper. And that's that. It's been times me and Chubbs have hosted the club together before. If you look at my page right now, as a matter of fact, you go down deep enough, pardon the left pause, you'll see I'm hosting this, that, and the third OVO takeover in DC. Chubbs is on the same bill. He might have blocked me now, so you might not even be able to see it, but if my memory serves me correctly, he's in the comments. So that's that, bro. And if Cream is still mad about the gloves, again, I say, my good brother, I'm not the reason your gloves ain't get signed. I bought them motherfucking gloves. Truth be told, I wish I still had the receipt.
Jeez. All right, my brother Chris. I appreciate you coming on here and at least validating your gripes with the people. I will say this: Drake is one of the greatest artists of all time, and
the greatest.
Yeah, and even if everything you're saying is true, people are gonna be like, well, maybe you were entitled, maybe you were asking for too much, maybe you did something else, maybe you're not telling the whole story, and that's what it's gonna be. So, are you good with leaving it here? Is there more stuff you're gonna put out, or are you're good with like, hey, listen, as long as my name is clear that I'm not, just some snake that's just turning on this guy, and people understand my side, I'm good with letting it go, or is there more to come?
I mean, as an artist, the majority of what I go through as somebody who came from the school of thought, I like to compare like schools of thought as we grow up listening to these artists psychologically on repeat. You adapt their ideologies in the same way that he built a career predicated on telling the truth. I've done so too. So fortunately enough, right now, I got a tape that just dropped not too long ago, Chris Blake mixtape. The majority of said detail exists all in the bars throughout the tape. I don't know why Go had the nerve to say I was ratting all through the tape. When all he's done his entire career is tell the God honest truth. So I'm not sure if he pressed play or if somebody told him what they heard or their synopsis of it was. But I encourage everybody out there to press play on Chris Blake the mixtape. Follow me at Chris Blake Griffith on Instagram. And yeah, you just gonna get more visuals and more music, champ. That's it.
All right, man. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on here. And also for everybody who's asking me, it does put me in a bind and a pickle because I'm gonna be honest with you. Normally, when I speak to Drake and I ask him a question, a direct question, if he doesn't answer, he don't answer. But if he does answer, I do expect that
4 million people have turned to Self to help make their financial dreams a reality. It's your turn.
Maybe like a month or two ago, and I forgot the back and forth, but I was just like, you know, I think he had said something that ended up being true, and I was just like, yeah, like I'm glad you tell me the truth. And he was just like, bro, have I ever lied to you? And I was like, I don't know. And I said, I don't know. And he was just like, when? And I couldn't point to something. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is
the first.
Maybe
the first. Me as a historian of the board, from room for improvement to comeback season to the script, bro. We can list them all the way down. It's the first time I ever seen Dog come out and publicly lie, and I honestly am like, why would you even do that? That like piqued my antennas even more. You didn't even have to. I don't even feel like you said no OD shit, bro. I don't, honestly. You can clean that up easy. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing for a living. Cause that's a PR. That's a PR sweep. Easy money. Hypothetical conversation. I was betrayed by somebody who I was close enough to have a personal conversation that was taken public out of contact. Be careful with who you trust. That's how you could have spun it. Don't say you lied.
But I agree with both of that, and I will say I think what happened is that there's twofold. The LeBron conversation and the whole thing about he hasn't spoken on the lawsuit. So like both things were like, oh wow, this is hot off the presses now. Now this is news, right? Like this is big news.
He could have pulled that anything
Because you would have dropped the screenshots. Like, you would have said, no, you weren't, nigga. All right, my man. Okay, so people go check out your music. Is Chris Blake Griffith? Is it on DSPs everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere, champ, everywhere. And I'm on. I mean, TikTok ain't but so much longer, but you can find me on YouTube. I'm doing my thing on there as well. Chris Blake Griffith as well on YouTube. Chris Blake Griffith on Instagram. Yeah, let's keep pushing this motherfucker to the top. I'm fighting for everybody that was ever done wrong. Let's do right.
All right, great. I'm hoping we have a conversation later on. Hopefully, maybe not revolving around this, but just more about you and your story. But I appreciate you getting on here, my man. And at least
My dog. And when I come back, I'm dealing with the fires and shit in LA and all that. But when I come back east, I'ma sit with you. We'll chop it up. I'll bring you some a good little bottle of cognac. I know you get busy, champ. So we'll have a good conversation.
Nah, definitely, brother. All right, appreciate you, man.
Yup.
That was a long conversation, Chad. I know. But lock in with me today. Okay, great. What am I to take away from that? Tells me that him and Drake had a. Let me just start with the obvious. If Drake lied, that was a really stupid lie, right? Stupid lie. You know, I do understand the position Drake is in. You know, I've been the person encouraging Drake that he needs to seize all of his fake relationships, right? I'm pretty sure Drake is very paranoid, where maybe he has spoke to people, sent a voice note, he might have sent a text, and if those people can't cash in on whatever they felt that relationship was worth, maybe at this point, they might put that out. That might put Drake on edge. Who knows what he said about whoever, right? It could have been him saying A, B, C, and D. Somebody maybe had it in their DM. But I don't think the way to handle those things is to say, "Oh, I never said it," right? Honestly, just truthfully, if you ask me, just say, "Hey, listen, yo, this is a guy I trusted. This guy's mad and he's putting out personal shit. All right, we don't give a fuck after that. We just don't. I'm sorry. He's a human too. Like, I'm pretty sure Drake talks shit about everybody to somebody. We gotta be honest, right? He might be talking shit about me to somebody. Who gives a fuck? If he thought the conversation was private and then that person switched on him and that person wants to go put some shit out, for me, I don't think his way of handling it should be saying, that's not true, if it is true. Or saying, oh, that's fake news, like on some Donald Trump shit. Or just being oblivious to maybe something that people could prove. Right? I don't think it was that big of a deal. When I first looked at it, even when I asked him about it, I thought it was a bigger of a deal because it felt like someone was putting out information where he was snitching on Braun. Now, granted, if you've listened, have you listened to this new song, Fighting Irish? Now, so for everybody who's on Twitter, and I know this is what you want. So let me say this, and I'll say this to Drake. Yo, Drake, whether you lied to me or not, you know, for me it's a negligible thing because I sourced you. So I would have, number one, I would have immediately sourced you if I found out it was a lie. But as long as I source it, I don't give a fuck if you're lying or not. The person who's gonna get attributed with the lie is you. Now, if you tell me something and I don't source you, and they're like, "Yo, act, where did you get?" I said that to Elliot. I said, Elliot, you need to reveal your source, or you should reveal your source, because I have a source, which was Drake, saying I didn't talk to Future. So if you had a source that lied to you saying Drake talked to Future, out the nigga. And if Drake had told me, yo, don't tell him, don't say it's me, but ABC with this shit, I would have immediately just out the source. So I know people like, I'm not Drake's bitch. I'm not his girlfriend. Okay? Rappers lie. Me dealing in music and me covering music, rappers lie. Here's how I treat it as a journalist. When you lie, I tell people you lie. Or I don't have to go back to Drake to be like, hey, did you have to. No, nigga. Yo, I heard that. Drake can't say, "Oh, I never told Act that." Can't say that. So if anybody lied, it's Drake lied. I'm good. I don't give a fuck after that. That's up to y'all. If y'all want to trust him, y'all trust his word. Or if y'all don't want to trust his word, y'all trust his word. All right, tell him to lie to me, or I tell him the truth. You told me something, I put it out. I sourced you. That's it. Now I know people want me to have like this really like crying relationship. I said what I said. Drake told me, "Hey, the nigga put out beef." I'm not looking at that at like that serious. I do kind of personally believe that Drake was trying to fall back from that because it didn't look good. I don't personally think he had to say he never said it, but that's what he chose to say. If you want to call Drake a liar, call him a liar. I told you these rappers need to be accountable. I don't give a fuck. As long as y'all don't say Akademiks lie, because I've never lied. And that's what I always tell people: don't tell me a motherfucking thing that you know will be going out to the public, because when the public do come back, I point it right back to you. Whether it's you, young boy, Playboy Cardi. You know how many times Playboy Cardi done told me some shit, I done said it, and then his fans get mad at me like I just made up out of thin air. No, Cardi told me. Go get mad at him. These are rappers. Rappers lie. When a rapper gets born, the first thing they learn is to lie. Let me tell you that right now, in case you never knew. Yo, Cardi, when we dropping? Yo, I'm finna drop. Okay, I'm gonna go tell the fans. Yo, we're coming soon. Ah! Yo, bro, it's 2025. Yo, it's 2025, gang. Like, what's the? Yo, Cardi told me. I'm sorry, Cardi told me. He over there. That nigga over there. He see all this shit. He read DMs. He over there, my nigga. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all out there. Okay? So, I know some people are like, they want me to be super upset. No, if I couldn't tell y'all that Drake told me, I'd be super upset. Or I'd go to Drake and say, give me the fucking proof. Drake told me. So either Drake lied or Drake didn't lie. I don't give a fuck. Okay? So, I know people, like, people want me to be, like, butthurt. Me and Drake ain't fucking. Please stop thinking we are. The nigga cleared something up for me. I put it out. I could have not put a source, but I did. Source, Drake. If it turns out to be false, you know who the liar is. Drake. It ain't me. That's it. I back up from that after that. So it is what it is. All right. So if y'all want to believe, if y'all want, the only thing I'll stand on, Akademiks ain't tell one lie from day 1 to day 20. Okay. So if anybody's a liar in this situation, it's Drake. Either he's a complete truth or he's a complete liar, and I don't give a fuck. Okay. That's it. Okay. All right. Now this Fighting Irish freestyle was dropped by Drake in a really weird way. And obviously since I had to go through this very open and transparent explanation of the whole Drake thing, and I even called the guy, right? I should say this when speaking about this freestyle. I haven't talked to Drake about it. This ain't no intel. And I'm gonna be honest with you, some of this is more of me than Drake. I'm pretty sure if I asked him, he'd probably say something. But who gives a fuck? Like, I have a thought in my mind, and rather than even opening an opportunity that he provided me, or even say something that might not be the truth, I just know what it is. Drake can't drop music right now. I don't know what he's thinking, anybody's thinking. I know the fucking music business. I don't give a fuck if you're the El Dondado. You're playing with Universal, ain't a motherfucking thing coming out. That's a fact. Like, what do I gotta say about that? Right? So he dropped this, teased this with the conductor Williams. Yo, Universal's slapping him like, yo, Universal's slapping the fuck out of Drake. Like, let's be fair, right? Oh, you think you're gonna put this out in a 20-minute vlog in the middle of it? I know it ain't CDQ. While you think you're playing with with us on a motherfucking petition level where we're paying hundreds of thousands for? No, you're not putting shit out. So they essentially took it out. Some people believe that this is gonna be a part of like some, what do you call it again? Scary hours. I'm telling y'all right now, if you a Drake fan, buckle up. You ain't getting nothing till these petitions go away. The first sign of us getting Drake music, and by the way, I'm not saying that definitively. Successful Drake music. I want to let everybody know Drake is not bigger than the pro. Okay? I know what he. Let's say these messages are true. Whatever he's saying to this nigga, Drake is not bigger than the pro. Okay? If your name is not Taylor Swift, you're not bigger than the pro. Adele's not bigger than the pro. Post Malone's not bigger than the pro. Nobody but Taylor Swift bigger than the pro. That's just a fact. So this idea that you get to put out successful music, it's not going to be successful. Ever. It's never going to be successful. Okay? Again, Drake had a good leeway in trying to drop music without Universal. Circadian Rhythm should have been a hit. Universal wouldn't even piss on that record. That record is basically like Pink Dress. Just to show you how much a label matters. Like, we gotta be very, like, I know, yo, I'm one of Drake's biggest fans. I know y'all love Drake too, some of y'all. And I know the K-Bots, they're like, talk shit about you. No, no. Y'all go away. By the way, Kendrick's nothing without Universal too. Like, it's Universal. Like, who's gonna be Universal? Like, let's fucking put our brains on it. So, when I see Drake teasing this shit, this is to appease maybe fans. Like, is he spitting? Yes. Is this at LeBron? Yes. Right? Which, by the way, I completely get that angle too. News flash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go in two-mans. Okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy. But when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black women. White women. I'm the guy. So when I bring the tings, and I'm hooking you up. When Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa. Me and Drake done this in two-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championship? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you. That's why you in trouble, LeBron. You can't dance to a song about me being a pedophile when we went on two-mans. That's why you're getting dissed on these random songs. There's like five tons in Toronto ready to shout your business up now, bro. Like LeBron, nobody told you if you're secretly cheating on your wife, stay out the way. And don't dance as your man who's been helping you cheat, calling him a pedophile. Get out the way, LeBron. What are you doing? Are you dumb? So now you got Drake over here, damn. Like the nigga dropped the whole freestyle basically saying, LeBron, you don't want me to tell on you, bro. Bro! Do you want to get the price, get in the league? Stop it! Come on, oh yeah. Nigga, don't rap no more Kendrick Lamar songs. Kendrick wasn't bringing you the tings. Drizzy, he wasn't bringing you the tings. Stop it. Just stop it, gang. So you got Drake being passive aggressive with you. I don't know where y'all fell out. But nigga, you have a perfect image of being the perfect guy. But you're just like Drake. Y'all all like the same smuts. From the same smuts that look non-black. You and Drake are the same thing. Let me just put this back out. LeBron, you and Drake are the same guy. You're just married. That's why when he's getting called a pedophile, you should shut up. Oh shit, they call him up. Yo, you think Tiger Woods would start snitching on the guy who was helping him cheat? Fuck no! Oh shit. They call him my man's who was on 2 man's with a pet. Yo, I don't want to talk about nothing. I'll be back. Yo, me, Brownie, and Bryson, the studio. Yo, we cook. That's what you should have done. You got Drake over here rapping all type of dumb shit about you now, nigga. Look at this shit. Remember we traded watches. You lucky Drake keeping the light. Yo, remember when I gave you 5 white bitches? What are you talking about, bro? How am I a certified pedophile? How? I gave you the hoes. What? Nigga, yo, LeBron, you fucking with this nigga Drake, you might lose your ring. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Don't you see Drake is in crash out mode? The nigga dropped a song called Fighting Irish. He tatted you on his chest. Drake ain't never had a pectoral muscle in his life. He tatted you on his fucking chest. He done served you up with all the white milk. Dr. Umar would be embarrassed that you could, all those Persian joints, Moroccan, he done hooked you up. All of a sudden you hear a West Coast nigga talking about certified lover boy, certified. You like, no! You're supposed to shut up. What? What y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. Hell wrong with you, bro? That's why you get snitched on now. Bruh, don't you see? What's that girl name? Nigga, yes, Jules was denying fucking. She can't wait to snitch on you now. She was looking like, Drake, you not giving us the more text to keep quiet? Mind to tell on this nigga, bro. Ron, let me tell you this. You might could play till you're 50, but Savannah ain't gonna let you cheat till 50. Stop it! Stop it! You and Trisha can't go at it. That was your means. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Oh, y'all mad now. See? Yo, I don't agree with how Drake giving it up. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But if the man I was helping cheat on his wife start dancing the songs calling me a pedophile, I'm stitching on you too. I'm stitching on you too. All right, bet. Say less. Oh, word? Certified lover boy, certified what? All right, bet. Nigga, I'm gonna have all the hoes I done let you fuck at the front side seats at the goddamn Laker game, nigga. Let's see if you and Anthony Davis can go win another championship. Fuck out of here, nigga. What? No more dancing. Kendrick shouldn't even be in your repertoire, nigga. What is you talking about? It is what it is. Y'all niggas keep acting like dumb like. What is Drake trying to say? Yes, Drake dry snitching. You damn right. Yo, hey. Yo, LeBron, remember I hooked you up with mad hoes. That's what the whole song is about. Look, this nigga just rhyme into rhyme. Yo, analyzing behavior patterns. If someone's suspicious, niggas was never happy for me. I run up the digits. Or maybe when I'm breaking records still, and as I guzzle of Guinness. Or maybe when I'm in my 5th Maybach, because the color was different. Remember when we traded watches? I gave you the Arabic dial, maybe the number edition. You wouldn't even check up on my son like you was a This nigga called you Adonis pediatrician. Yes, I'm snitching on you, bro. Sure to convince the gang that it was rooted in love when it isn't. Show me how different we are. There's but yo, LeBron. The secret you've been had is the worst secret everybody in the industry doesn't know. That's why we all been looking at Drake to be like, you gonna snitch or not? Yo, he dancing to you. Joey dancing on your grave. You gonna snitch on him or not? Yo, the only thing you can blame Drake for, yo, Drake stopped the half snitching. Full snitch. Full snitch. Let's get it. Split. 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 What are you talking about? Nigga. LeBron worse than Offset. Now play Offset. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Poor Lee. Poor Lee, chat. My bad. Nah. Let me chill out. Let me chill the fuck out. Chat. My bad, chat. Anybody ask me about something? Words of Tito. I drank the whole bottle today. I ain't gonna know what's going on. I ain't know. Yo, Bron, if me and you ran a two-man, don't ever... Yo, put it like this. Drake don't got no good. By the way, there's a couple of these little married niggas been like that. Y'all niggas married for the public. This is why you say you don't want to rule y'all public percent. Y'all married for the public, but y'all been fucking with all the OVO hoes with Drizzy. Y'all go to Drake. Put it like, yo, Savannah watching all this shit right now and be like, I knew every time you hung out with that nigga Drake. Yo, Tat, we can talk. We all talk. I don't know these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Yo, your girl ever been blaming your friend for you being a whore? The whole time you looking like, if only she knew. I'm the one who requests the bitches. You just blame it on him. Yeah, yo, listen, Hannah, every time I be just trying to go, I be trying to say, tell me what's really going on. Like, I just be trying to go to the concert and get the lyrics wrong. What is he talking about? Like, I don't like when you hang with Aubrey because he always brings these Moroccan bitches from the '6. Yo, every time he come around with him, I don't even want no parts. I don't want no parts. What you talking about? I don't want no parts. Y'all be telling him, I'm like, yo, you know my girl don't like when you be bringing around the hoes. Could we just chill and just listen to headlines and tell me like, could we? You know how that goes, Chad. It is what it is, bro. Yo, Brian, man. Stop dancing to any more Kendrick shit, man. You gonna see a bitch pop out. I guarantee you. I'm telling you. There's a chick who's hit me like, yo. Yo, they know all the plays. Yo, you know I talk to the Trishas in the '6. Bro, they say you come to town, they take all the phones, they got you in the back room. Yo, come on, stop. I ain't trying to snitch. But Drake has snitches. I'm full snitching now, right? I'm playing. LeBron, you gotta leave this Drake. Drake is down to crash out over this shit. Leave this shit alone. Okay? Nigga, you got 4 rings in the NBA and 1 in real life. Unless you try to get on some Melo shit, Melo had 1 ring in real life. His shit got took back. Unless you try to lose your real life ring, bro. Drake is sensitive about this Kendrick shit, bro. No more dancing, no more fucking all of this dumb shit. Drake is feeling away. He tatted you on his fucking chest. You keep dancing to Kendrick, your side bitches are coming out. That's what's happening. I'm sorry. A couple of them, like, Drake is taking off the reins. He ain't telling you Mrs. Stay quiet no more. Tell you. Hey, get the hell on. You're right. Drake got to stop tattooing other men on him. That's kind of crazy. Somebody says it's past. First of all, I'm not riding with the way how Drake getting at this shit. That's not my thing. Truth be told. Like, no. But I do agree, if me and you go on a 2-man, you can't dance to a song. Me and you were going on a 2-man, and you want to go dance to a song saying that I'm breaking records, I guzzle Guinness. Look, you would check on my son like a pediatrician, sure convinced the gang shit was rooted in love, but it isn't. Show me how different we are. That's a blessing in a juxtaposition. Your whole career, Drake looked at himself like he was the rap version of you, nigga. I guess now you boys gotta abandon your southern tradition. Cold shoulders I gave in the Hamptons. It come with a distance. Figured we always be closed like ovens and kitchens. Yo, Drake on the record crying, basically saying that he loved you like you was his brother, nigga. I was sadly mistaken. Yo, LeBron, this is why you should just stay out of this. Not only was this nigga, he got all your little side chick secrets. Bro, the nigga's mad at Kendrick and rapped a whole side quest to you. Yo, bro, we were close like ovens and mittens. We were close like we was in the kitchen. Yo, cooking with Kanye had nothing on us. Yo, I was sadly mistaken. Loyalty wasn't a given. What about the Nike and the Sprite commercial? I thought she was. No! LeBron, stay out of this. Trust. I root for y'all Lakers, okay? I want Bronny to get a goddamn ring on the bench. But you gotta stay out of this nigga shit. Look, Drake is hurt. And niggas cried the blues for you, saying it wasn't malicious. Talking about we family. Well, I'm not the cousin that visits. God forbid we ever got to tarnish any of your public image. Yo, that's the pre-snitch. God forbid I tell your side chick she can go cloud chase on TikTok about story time. Come on, stop playing. Stop playing, LeBron. We're right. Stop playing. Stop playing. This shit's crazy, Chad. Talking about cooking with Kai don't got nothing on us. What the fuck? 6 degrees, my memories are freezing. Yo, Drake really dropped a side quest diss song to LeBron. Yo, LeBron, man, why you let that nigga Drake down like this, gang? Yo, LeBron, man. My whole thing, yo, Drake, full stitch on these niggas, man. Niggas don't understand what you just went through. The nigga think that he all this nah, fuck that, nigga. Nigga, you even move bro, you move another muscle to a Kendrick Lamar song, nigga. Savannah gonna clobber you over the head with a frying pan, nigga. Fuck cooking with Kanye, nigga. You gonna be cooking with Savannah. Fuck that, nigga. What the hell you got going on here, man? Fact. Somebody says, Act, you sound mad Drake lied to you, now you're turning on him? Bro, Drake ain't tell no fucking secret. What I'm trying to say, Drake is half snitching. Everybody done heard about LeBron with white bitches. I'm sorry to tell you. If I'm the bearer of bad news, I'm sorry to kill your dreams. LeBron been doing his goddamn thing. If you're mad, go get mad. I'm only commenting on it because his best or former Biffle Drake is now like teasing it. Everybody in the industry done heard it, my nigga. I'm sorry. I'm not defending Drake. I don't think Drake should have got down like this, but I probably would have done the same if the guy who I used to help get side chicks is now dancing to a song called Me a Pedophile. You wasn't dancing to that when I brought 5 chicks for us to have a little LeBron over your freak off. You wasn't dancing to that shit then. You wasn't dancing to that shit then, nigga. You better keep your nigga. Ain't you 45? You better keep your fused ankles to try to do what you can do on that court and stop dancing the songs about me being a pedophile when I used to bring you the bitches that you could cheat on your girl with. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get mad all you want. What is that nigga talking about? Nigga, I would have been told on LeBron. Nigga, didn't I tell you I done told on what's that bum ass nigga name? Danny Green. Danny Green hit my current girl or my girl up at the top. Nigga, I hit up his wife, nigga. I said, yo, since Danny Green trying to fuck my girl, I might as well fuck you. Let's swap it out. She was like, what? We just got married. He's not cheating on me. I said, bitch, you don't gotta believe me. He's trying to fuck my bitch, so let me fuck that we can even this fuck. Come on. She ain't believe me even then. I sent her the message. I ain't shit. Don't play with me. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I'm sorry. That was lame? You damn right it was. I enjoyed it. Still do it again. I hit up Danny Green's wife. I was very excited. I was trying to convince her, like, yo, he cheating on you. You trying to fuck my girl. So, like, yo, let's fuck. What? No, he's not. We just got married. A word? Yeah, well, he trying to fuck my girl. So, like, only way to, like, get back at him is, like, fucking me. She wasn't that fond of that idea. She wasn't that fond of it. Oh my God, we just took an oath. What oath you took? What did you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, I was drunk. LeBron never cheated. Bro, are we dumb? Like, Drake is basically damn near threatening him to say you're cheating, right? Are we like stupid? I'm telling y'all, the word on the street is Dr. Umar would be highly perturbed. Highly perturbed. You can't share the Superman human genoid with a caucasoid. All right, anyway. All right, all right. I love LeBron, man. I want LeBron to win the championship. But clutch sports, well, I look like a nigga who give a fuck about that. I've been trying to find Jay-Z's next side chick. The next play Jay-Z play with me, nigga, I'm gonna have Beyonce hitting that nigga with all type of shit. I'm gonna find the next Becky. Karen. The brunette Karen, nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They might try to kill me on that one, though. Oh, well. Anyway. Yeah, nah, Drake half snitching on this. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I respect it. You're not gonna dance to no song and call me a pedophile when I used to provide you bitches. I'm sorry. No, nope, not gonna happen. And by the way, also here's the thing too. Yo, Drake got that little thing about him where he's like, yo, I'm a street guy. I'm like, okay, Drake. That's what he was telling the Chris guy. He was like, nah. Like, look at this message. Look at these messages. Look, yo, I just don't really come from a family or a friend group or a city where that's acceptable. Well, Drake better than me. I come from the place where this is recommendable. Yo, this is recommended where I come from. So my heel come. I'm like, yo, damn. Western Road Flows is like this. I'm like, shit. Let a nigga go dance to a song to I'm whatever. Shit. Yo, Drake over here talking that my bullshit. I don't really come from a family or a friend group or a city where that's acceptable. I live by a code that becomes law. Where the hell Drake from? I ain't getting the memo. I ain't come from there. What the hell? All right, people. It's a little jokes. A little jokey joke. LeBron, we love you. LeBron, I'll take everything back if you win a championship. If you win a championship, I will personally take everything back. Savannah, this is awesome. I think Savannah know what it is, bro. Kobe Bryant wife knew what it was. This shit, come on, gang. Like, yo, bro. If you think Savannah is just chilling in the crib on some... Did y'all see LeBron when he was playing and he saw them little snow bunnies right there, sitting there by the Lakers game, nigga? Man, LeBron almost turned to Jordan Poole. They said that nigga sat out for like personal reasons. That nigga was jumped from the 3-point line. I'm like, wow, LeBron is back. How's LeBron jumping like this? Don't tell me he got that little blood infusion surgery that Kobe got when he went to like overseas right before, you know what I mean? Get that last bit of your profit. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. This is not real. This is all a joke. All right. Yo, chat. If I don't stream for another like five months, that's LeBron. Okay. I told you they were having a good time with me not being here. Okay. Yo, did y'all see this whole like what was going on with Max and Fabio Foreign? Let's go check this out. Let's go check this out. Let's go check this out. Black boy Max. TJ. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get to it. All right. Okay. So I think this is the original right here. So Plyboy Max, very popular streamer who is now popping off. He's about to be like the next Kai. I'm gonna be honest with you. Except I'm gonna be honest with you, he might have a bigger relevance. And I'm not saying this to disrespect Kai. Here's why his relevance might be bigger in my world because he is intimately involved in music. He's almost like an engineer slash a rapper. And I'm telling you right now, like, just to, I love telling everybody. There was a point where labels were offering 80 to 90,000 for Kai Cenat to react to a particular song, right? They wanted to get the reaction, and they were gonna then spend 100,000. So it's a $200,000 thing for Kai to react. They give Kai basically damn near 100,000, or they would offer. I'm not saying he took it. They they would offer him 100,000 to react to a song if it was favorable. Now, granted, 100,000 is a hefty thing to say, nigga. Even if you don't like it, do a little dance, act like you like it. Then they're gonna spend 100,000 to market it, right? So it's $200,000 to basically promote that there's this new song or a song that's kind of going up already, but Kai likes it and blah blah blah. Okay, I remember when they were offering Aiden 40, $50,000. I don't know if they offer speed like that because speed does really like eclectic stuff. But I definitely know Kai 100 grand. I know when the bird first started out, they offered like Aiden like 30, and I think it went up to like 40, 50. And if you wonder why all these blog pages post Kai's reaction or whoever's reaction, I'm not saying those guys are paid, but I've told you before, labels these days focus on marketing their reaction, whether it's paid for or not. Okay. Now, the reason why I say Max is really going to be up next, and he's might have a bigger impact than Kai, is because Kai is the biggest streamer, but he's not necessarily just a music guy. He's a culture guy. He's a funny guy. He's a amazing streamer. I call him Kanye streamer. Max is doing something that these labels would kill for. He's having a stream, or partially part of the stream, that's focused around music. So when people come to his stream, they want to see people. Yo, he did Song Wars. I appeared on one of his Song Wars. They want to see people rap. They want to see these collabs. Like, with all due respect, this is Bass Swag right here. Not the biggest artist, but he's been in this like Slizzy movement with obviously like Cash Cobain. But people are excited to see him get in the booth or rap on Blackboy Max Stream. Why do I say that? I say that because let me tell you this, and I'm giving you out a secret of all this. Big Act, there is not one. There's not one hip hop nigga who fucks with me. Point blank. Period. Not even close. Okay. When it comes to, by the way, we did the numbers for YouTube last year. I killed everybody, but it doesn't matter about it. The place where I completely have the industry by the balls, be honest, is the fact that they have looked at me, my voice, or whatever they feel is whatever I bring to the table, as very necessary, right? So if you think about, and I pocket watch, so y'all can pocket watch me. I don't give up the majority of my money from streaming here. I don't get it from. I get it from. I've always told you, I straight up rob the music industry. Rob Like, put it like this: I could have robbed. I don't know where Lil Baby and QC go through these days. I could have went to them and said, "Yo, for me to stay quiet for a week while Lil Baby gets his shit off, I need $500,000." And you better guarantee that shit would have been paid. Y'all don't gotta believe me, but I'm just trying to tell you the value because eventually somebody's gonna be in my position, and I hope you take what I'm trying to tell you as these days, these labels, what they're paying for is people who affect music. I'm one of those people. Platboy Max is going to be one of the most important people. Very important. This guy is doing, if he tells these niggas, yo, you want whatever artist, I need $400,000. These numbers are gonna sound astronomical to y'all. But music money is monopoly money. And I hope y'all understand, I'm not bragging on y'all. I'm telling y'all the facts. So when I tell you, like, of course, I do great streaming, this and third. But when I tell these labels an astronomical price, they then go back to their little meetings and they said, well, how much do we need act? Well, Lil Baby and his shit can't work. He killed Meek's career. He did this. Give this nigga whatever the fuck he wants. I'm telling you transparency wise how I give him. So when I'm telling you how the label's gonna view this nigga Max, they're gonna offer him more money they've even offered Kai Cenat, even without without a big following. Why? Because he's bringing attention to music. Kai might stream a video game. He might do this. This guy's doing a lot of music shit. So Platboy Max, and I don't know if it's happened yet. I'll talk to him eventually about the business. He could do whatever he wants. These labels won't. They'll give him anything he wants. Trust me. So what's happened is that he's the new version. He's the new meta. You see, Kai is lit, but Kai doesn't focus that much on music. This guy does. Okay, so let me fast forward the story. He's still moving organically, and who knows? Maybe he took some money, but maybe he didn't. He's doing these things where artists want to pull up on his shit. By the way, he has a very popular song called Pink Dreads or something with what that name? DDG. A lot of his collabs and in the booth things have went up. So people are watching it. There's 30,000 people watching it when he's having these collabs. So he had this thing where Bass Swag is here, and then Fabio Foreign, which you can see over there, and Lil TJ pulls up, and things get a little bit odd and weird. Let me play this, and we'll get to the nitty gritty. By the way, also, I hope I just want to bring it back in. I know I'm a little lit, but me saying these numbers to y'all is not flexing on y'all. I like to tell y'all what this music industry is. This music industry, they're playing with billions of dollars, and y'all know me. I was one of the first disrespected media people from the get-go. So when I see these young niggas and they have, whether it's a Max, it's a Kai, it's a Aiden, and these artists play with them, I always tap them into the business because the artists will play with you, but these labels never will. These labels will give them whatever they want. That's why I give you out a game because there's much more after me. There's much more after Max. There's much more after Kai. So if you hear me say things, it's not because I'm bragging, because I want to show you how important it is. I remember when artists used to shit on me. I remember when you had a bum ass nigga like Meek Mill saying, "Yo, I have girls that got more followers than you have," and then I killed that nigga career, and I'm so very happy that I did. So me personally, I like to see when these streamers, even if they don't do what I do, they get their respect. because they're shaping the industry. They're shaping these guys' budgets. I know these guys' budgets. Bro, you sold 30,000, but they spent 80,000 with me. You're in debt because of me, nigga. I know the game very perfectly. So, I just try to give you a little bit of detail. But anyway, so let me get back to the Max thing. So Max does his whole thing, and then Fabio Foreign and little TJ pulls up. Let me just play. Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. Okay, so little TJ's in the back. Max, this is Max right here. He says this is an Airbnb he got in Brooklyn. This is, by the way, my man Kyle Rich. Shout to Kyle Rich. This is Base Swag. You can't really see him right here. Base Swag's right here. Is this Tata right here? Or am I tripping? Anyway, by the way, super lit dudes. But I do want to also tell artists we're in the meta of streamers. So your own label don't believe in your talent that much because they.
A 3% IRA match with Robinhood Gold. The reckoning has commenced.
Max is in his Airbnb. He invites these guys over. TJ comes through. He's smoking, and Max is telling him, "You can't smoke in my B&B." Right? This is the right way. Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. The shit don't go off. Like, please. I appreciate you. Can you show them like in the back? They cannot smoke it. Show them the back. If niggas not gonna smoke in the back, niggas can't be. So we gotta go. That shit, man. Oh, that is Tata. It's Tata right here. I don't see Jen Carter. If you guys know 4-1. We got Kyle Rich, bonafide superstar. This is New York. So we got Kyle Rich, we got Tata, we got Base Swag over here. I guess Cash wasn't here on this night. We have Favi and little TJ in the back. This shit hard, though. This shit hard. Nah, this shit hard. I'm a down it. Nah, TJ Bob is still though. Yo, I'm gonna keep it buck, bro. If niggas smoking here, I'm gonna have to shut this bitch down. Like, it's straight down.